Hello, hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Oh my god, I am trying very, very hard right now to not freak out. Okay, well, what can I say? Welcome, everybody. Welcome to my very first ever streamed tabletop campaign. Uh, Normally I play D&D 5th edition, but since Pathfinder is a little more closer to what I've been wanting to do for Mystgarde for a long time, that's what I'm running now. Anyway, yeah. I know I've been hyping this up for like 3 weeks now, so I'm excited, I'm nervous. My players, I'm pretty sure, are excited and probably a little bit nervous as well. But everybody's here, pumped to be here. Uh, uh, yeah. Some of you are probably wondering what the heck is up with the Western aesthetic when this is supposed to be a horror themed campaign. We set that up like right at the very beginning. Well, it's because I am not a dick, and I would like my players to have some semblance of normalcy before I drop them into hell. Yeah, that's why we've got the Western aesthetics right now, because yeah, that's where the campaign starts. All right, so I guess I'm gonna go ahead and unmute in a second here and say hello to the guys. They've been waiting around patiently. Let me find. You actually give me 1 second. I have to set up my music. Uno momento. Where did I set my music? Okay, I think I got everything set up. So I'm gonna go ahead and unmute now, and yeah, let's get started. Let's get the show on the road.
Is that
Hello, guys.
Oh my
hello?
god.
Night.
It's the DM.
We're
Have you
totally not
guys been
messing around while you're
behaving
gone.
while I've been gone?
Oh,
Um,
I actually not even remotely.
Sorry, I'm just dying right now at your yap, though.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're using that.
Yeah, what's wrong with the app, guys? I don't know what you're talking about.
Give me 1 second.
God, this is so goofy. I love it.
All right, so your audio is good. Seems like.
Yeah, hopefully. Also, yes, very neat looking overlay.
Let me unmute the bot.
God, I am in so much love with the overlay. It's so good.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Good overlay.
Wild West, baby.
I am trying to listen, and from at least my listening onto the stream, it seems a little quiet. I don't know if that's the same for anyone else.
Yeah, it is sounding a bit quiet.
For it's a bit quiet. I think you can just like turn up the channel in OBS and it should be fine.
Yep.
Yeah, from what I can tell, all you guys sound fine on stream from what I could find. So yeah, guys, notice your yaps and everything.
Yes, those yap is the
Apparently
best
watching
yap.
an ad.
Wow, imagine getting ads. Imagine not being a founder. Could not be me.
I'm a founder. I still got an ad.
Imagine not having ad block. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me.
I mean, I sometimes still get ads even with that block on.
Yeah, so if anybody's watching stream right now, please let me know if somebody's audio is a little quiet. I will try my best to fix it. But because I'm like gonna be juggling so many things, I might not remember to. So please bear with me. This is my first time doing this on stream.
Oh yeah, hi chat.
Yeah, everybody say hi
Hello,
to
all my
chat.
friends.
People are gonna laugh at me.
All my friends and enemies.
You have the former?
Yeah. Yeah, fuck you. Okay.
Oh my god, yeah, at least you guys have friends.
They're saying first quiet.
For it's a little quiet. Hang on, let me increase your volume for it.
I still think it's so funny using my shitty MS Paint drawing.
I like it. It's cute.
I think it's great.
It's
It is
adorable.
top tier.
It's adorable. I love it.
It's adorable. It's so out of place though.
Well, I like that it looks kind of like a video game sprite, so you know what, I'm gonna use it.
Alright, you know what? Sure. It's a literal sprite because it has fairy wings. It's a
It's
sprite.
a sprite.
Oh my god.
Now all you need is that sprite of a sprite holding a sprite.
Okay, whatever. All right, are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? I know you've been waiting for this for a couple of weeks now. You guys have worked so very hard on your characters, your backstories, and everything. I've drawn art for like pretty much all of you. So I've been working a little overtime here, trying to get everything up to my very, very exacting standards. All right, you guys ready to go, or you still need a minute?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Let's roll.
Totally ready to go.
Let's
Not
rock and
going
roll,
how to panic
baby.
attack.
I shadowbox enough. Alright. I'm ready.
What even is that term?
It means you just like punch the air, basically.
Okay.
Just a warm up.
Yeah.
All right.
It's that thing boxers do when they want to punch someone, but they're not allowed to punch a person yet.
Yeah, they just punch the wall. It's a shadow on it. Easy.
Wow.
Shadowboxing is that thing you do when your sleep paralysis demon is watching you, but then you unparalyze.
Okay.
That's a new one, honestly.
All right. Let's see where I'm sitting at right now. All right. If you guys are ready and you're good to go, I'll get started.
Yep.
Yeah, you got it. All right. Yeah. Give me a minute here. Let me get in the zone. All right. All right, let's do this. In Mystgarde, on the western continent of Wilderland, there exists a nation known as Sheridan, a rugged, sprawling expanse dotted with mountains, deserts, and scrublands, but also majestic river valleys and hilly pastures. In the age of the gods, Zephyria, the goddess of the wind, held this land close to her heart, having nurtured life within it with her very breath. As long as the gales blew over the open plains, Sheridan would always know freedom and would continue to flourish and prosper. Once considered an untamed, lawless frontier rampant with stories of outlaws and highwaymen, Sheridan has become something of an industrial and economic powerhouse in the modern age, having made use of the blessings conferred to it by the earth and the sky. In northern Sheridan, near the border of Arcadia, the town of Sunshale is one of many stories of toil and hardship, but also a great success. Surrounded by mountains rich in ore and crystal deposits infused with elemental energy from nearby ley lines, Sunshale quickly established itself as a prosperous mining settlement, which soon caught the eye of many a big business who were more than eager to capitalize on such a desirable resource. Out of fear of losing their independence beneath the corporate heel, and also out of fear of too much exploitation of the land and its ley lines, Sunshale created a policy of only allowing mining rights to locals and smaller businesses, a policy which still exists to this very day. Although modern Sunshale is a bit more of a tourist town these days, its continued prosperity is due in no small part to its booming errant economy. Whether it be protecting the town's borders, chasing off monsters and other dangerous creatures, or assisting in mining operations, there's never been a shortage of contracts for errands. Contracts that pay so well, in fact, that it even attracts errands from outside Sheridan, seeking fortune or opportunities to advance their careers. Today happens to present one such opportunity. One of Sunshale's smaller mining companies has posted open contracts looking for people to assist in its operations. And having accepted the posting, several individuals have departed on the dusty trail, ready to tackle this new venture. Alright. So, let me switch my map over and have a bit of a music change.
The old dusty trail.
I am having the time of my life right now.
Alright, let's head over to our new map. Boop.
Damn.
Ooh.
Very detailed. Wow.
Mm.
Oh, I don't have the spectator on there. Hang on a second.
Oh man, the High Noon Saloon is such a good.
Oh, there we
Ah,
go.
dude, High Noon
I have been
Saloon.
watching a lot of westerns lately, okay?
I love that. I love it. I love it.
Alright, let's see. What is my music change? This
Highwayman
to?
Armory.
Yeah.
You and me out in front of the High Noon Saloon. You know the time.
You know the time.
Alright, let's get some new music in here. Why is it not doing this? Hang on, 1 second.
Oh, you're repeating this track, not the other one.
Oh!
Yeah, okay.
Okay, thank you for I'm not used to this. I'm sorry.
Is this the Mile High Club?
Oh my
I can't
god.
believe that you're making mistakes and your first time
Shh,
streaming the
shh,
game.
be
on
quiet, guys.
curfew.
Don't criticize me. I'm new at this. Thank you.
You're good. No worries.
I'm fumbling. I need to get used to all this.
Look, I'm immersed. Nothing can take me out of it. And now you repeat it. There you go.
There we go.
I'm concerned about the existence of the Mile High Club.
I think.
Oh my
I know
god.
exactly what that is.
Why would you fixate on that? Please.
All right, let's get to Mile High Club, guys. Let's go.
Alright. Like, I already had a plan in mind for this, but I would so punish you right now. Making you go first. But, okay. Spin.
Going first is a punishment, isn't it?
Yeah,
Okay.
it is. It is.
Okay, I get it.
Alright, Ben, please introduce yourself and your character.
All right. I am Spencer Trek. And this is Oliver. He's a human changeling fighter, and he's pretty cool. I'd rather the roleplay speak for itself because I can't do good synopsises, but just so you know, he's awesome.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Oliver Doyle, you are one of the people who accepted the mining contract posted by a business called the Diamond and Rough Mining Co. Mining contracts aren't the usual type of contract you normally take, given that most mining companies tend to have their own regular crews they like to hire. But you've lived and worked in Sunshale long enough to know that when mining jobs pop up, only a fool would be crazy enough to let them go. They pay so well that you could afford to take it easy for a while. The contract posting instructed you to check in at the company's office, located somewhere along Prospectors Row in Sunshale's industrial district. And so what would you like to do?
Can you point to that, perhaps?
So the industrial district is, where am I? So the industrial district
Press
is
X to
yeah.
point.
The industrial district is all the way over here. It's all across the tracks.
Oh man.
So
All the
it
grace.
so the reason for this is the industrial district is where a lot of the ore processing and foundries are located. And considering, all of the pollution and caustic materials that they end up going through, they try to keep it as far away from the town as possible, but still close enough where people can actually still get to it if they need to go there to accept contracts or if they actually work in the foundries and factories themselves. So yeah, it's pretty far. Like
I guess I will make my way there then.
yeah, so all the blue stuff is residential, green stuff is the errant district, so that's where you'll find all your weapon shops, magic shops, adventuring supplies and stuff like that. And then
So here's a problem with Oliver right now. He is
Yeah.
genuinely flat broke. He has no money right now. He's living off his last limbs. So he's not gonna waste any time. He's got places to be.
yeah, you spend all your money on your luxurious hair. Well, you can't really afford
The
much
hair
anything
routine.
else. Yep, the hair routine.
Hair routine.
All right, so where would you like to head off to?
I'm gonna start walking this way.
All right.
Wow.
I'm moving my token.
So when you get to about here, you can go ahead and stop. So it's late morning, still well before noon on this sunny and hot autumn wind day. Sun beats down so relentlessly that even the shade from nearby trees and buildings offers very little in the way of relief. The dusty, paved streets are bustling with both tourists and errands going about their business. Some people...
Oliver is definitely the type of psycho to wear long sleeves in 80, 90 degree weather.
Yeah.
No matter.
Some
That's
people...
about normal.
Some people are, of course, out seeing the sights, at least the touristy sorts are. And some errands like yourself are doing some shopping or, making their way to and from contracts. The last one, of course, is what you're out for today, just like every other day that has been so far in your life for the past while. Although Sunshale is a fairly big town, errands tend to run in smaller circles. And as you walk down the road past a few saloons and storefronts on your way to the industrial district, you see quite a few familiar faces, but you don't really quite know their names. And one such person happens to appear right in your path. And bright
well, look
robes
at
are
that.
hard to miss. Cole, please introduce yourself and your character.
Fine then, maybe I will. I have come here, separated from my military operation, to finally chase down G.I. Joe. Okay,
Oh my god!
not
You did it! Oh my god, you went and did it!
The
I'm
main.
sorry. I'm sorry.
the
Give
main
me.
Psycho Drake.
Oh, got snake eyed. Let's go, baby.
Oh,
Holy
my-
shit.
talking about G.I. Joe stuff last night with Sped and Gigi, and like, oh my god. I'm sorry, I'm dying a little.
Let's go, baby. Snake eyed, snake eyed.
Let's go.
I was
Oh my god.
I was expecting this, but not like that. Anyway, please continue. I'm just gonna die inside very slowly.
All right, have fun.
Yep.
Excellent. As Oliver is walking down the main street heading towards the industrial section, there's a man who seems to be, at all intents and purposes, catching his breath, leaning heavily upon the staff that he walks with. And as Oliver walks by and approaches, the expressionless and, if anything, even no seemingly openings for eyes to see through mask turns towards him, and a raspy voice speaks out. You're Oliver, aren't you?
Yes, that's my name. What do you ask?
I believe you're also signed on with the mining operation job, aren't you?
Yes. Would you
Good.
perhaps also be part of it?
I am, yes. I was beginning my walk there, but the heat is very strong here these days.
I'm surprised you recognize me.
I have a surprisingly good memory. I've seen you once or twice around here since I've been in town.
Well, I'm glad I'm a rememberable sight.
Actually, if you guys really want to, you could actually use your phones to look each other up with the search up function, which I think is in your items.
It's an action.
Yeah, it's an actual action that you can do. You can look each other up using your phones, and I will tell you what you would know about each other. Even though it's probably not much.
Oh god, please don't Google Crew. You're gonna find all of his
I
YouTube
assume-
video.
I assume that Oliver would like look up this preemptively. I don't think he'd look it up right now. 'Cause that'd be
Okay,
kinda
yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, like imagine like walking up to somebody on the street. It's like, hey,
Yeah,
you
so
do your job, and then I Google your name just to see what your shit.
yeah, so I can tell you what you guys would definitely know about each other. So
Alright.
let me. So
While we're talking about Google, aren't we demystifying each
Oh
other?
yeah, demystify.
yeah,
Oh,
so
fuck, my bad.
demystify would actually be like the Google search engine equivalent in Mystgarde. I've mentioned this in session 0, but all errants have a public profile when they register with the Errants Association. So all of your achievements and stuff, they are recorded for everybody to see. So, there's not really much in the way of hiding anything unless, like, you're deliberately trying to have it hidden.
Who would do that?
Oh, I don't know. Surely not
That's
anybody
weird.
in your party.
That'd be crazy. That'd be silly.
All right. So, Cumenos. So what you know about Oliver? He is a silver rank errant whose license was issued in the nation of Florentio, which is in the northeastern hemisphere of Mystgarde. But he's been working around Sunshell for the past while, and he's kind of become a little bit popular around town due to his polite and professional demeanor. And he's also incredibly attractive. That he's turned a few heads.
Drew my character art.
That's
You can say
not
that
my
about
fault. He
literally
started out
every
pretty.
character, Val.
Okay.
You can say that about literally every character.
Let's see. He's
Commandos' mask,
Anyway,
yeah.
Wow.
Oliver is primarily a solo errant, but anyone who's observed him out in the field has reported that his fighting style is particularly brutal and violent, which has earned him a bit of a fearsome reputation. You either think he's really cool or really scary. And then for Cumanos, what Oliver would know, Cumanos is not from Sheridan. He's originally from Stahlberg. And he's also a relatively new errant, having only received his license a few months ago, and he still sits at Iron Rank. So he's very much a newbie. His appearance kind of stands out a little bit, even among errants who kind of dress strangely to begin with. But he's not really done much to garner very much attention. And yeah, that is what you guys would know about each other. All right, you may continue.
All right. Would you like some help walking?
No, I should be fine to make it there on my own.
Would you like to walk together then?
Perhaps
Or
that
is it
would
the
be
same
for
place
the
after
best.
all?
Indeed.
Right. And so we're off. And they'll start walking. Gang.
All
Oh,
right.
character
Make sure-
token. What the?
Make sure to look both ways before crossing the train track.
Oh yeah. What would Oliver know about Kamenos?
Oh, I mentioned that. He,
Oh,
yeah. Cole, you can fill in the gaps for me a little here. what would Oliver know about Humanos?
If anything, he seems to, from as much as been able to be garnered within the errands, as well as what would be available immediately through the search function. Not very much. He does seem to be magically inclined, and specifically in reference to healing. However, he seems to intentionally keep to himself, and nobody has ever actually yet seen him without his mask. Beyond that, he doesn't seem to go by a last name. He doesn't speak of where he was originally born or came from. He doesn't seem to talk about himself very much.
Yeah, the mask would definitely garner a few curious glances and no small amount of rumors. You'd probably have heard a couple of errands here and there, kind of gossiping to themselves about the weird guy in red robes and a mask, and pondering what might be underneath. The mask, not the robes. Do not take my words
Probably
out of
the robes,
context.
too.
Well, I mean,
Do not take my words out of context.
Weird.
This wasn't gonna be a dating sim, Paul.
Oh my god, no! Shut up! I hate you. Oh my god. Anyway, as the two of you continue down the streets towards the railway overpass on your way to the industrial district, you can see the Sky Coach terminal coming into view along with the vast airfield beyond. You can see numerous airships coming and going as they drop off passengers and take new ones on. Although the airport is only a little bit further than the Sky Coach terminal, nothing quite beats the majestic sight of watching an airship taking off into the skies. It's not a sight you see much else anywhere else in the world. And as you cross the overpass bridge, you catch sight of another somewhat familiar individual. A young half-elf man with silver hair and a blue hoodie. Nate, please introduce yourself and your character, please.
I am Nate, and this is Ash. Not a lot to say about him, other than, he's always on the run.
That's mysterious.
And mysterious. Very mysterious.
All right, Ash Donner.
He's got a melancholy demeanor about him.
All right, Ash Donner. You've spent much of your morning just simply watching the planes and sky coaches flying in and out of the airfield. Watching the flow of people. Nothing terribly interesting. Quite ordinary, actually. Same thing you've seen every day for who knows how long. People, on the other hand, are something else entirely. Seeing who's arriving, who's going where. No. And your sky watching is interrupted by a couple of familiar looking faces coming your way. You did accept a mining contract a little bit earlier that was open to solo errands. And it's probably about time you headed over there, but you like taking your time. Alright. What do you guys do? Just gonna let Ash brood a little bit more over here.
I'm not sure, because I mean, what proclivity do we have to interrupt this brooding?
Well, Ash, you would have overheard them talking about stuff, I guess.
Yeah,
Heading
we're-
to the mining
we're,
contract.
it was like idle chatter.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like back and forth. How's your day? Good, whatever.
He would have peeked his head over there in their direction. and then go back to watching the planes.
Are you quite all right? It seems like an odd place to linger about.
I'm fine.
If you're certain, I suppose.
I think we ought to leave him. Doesn't seem to be the best of spirits.
That's fair, I suppose, as well.
All right, and off we go again.
Just continue on your way, and Ash continues brooding. It's an edgy boy.
I love rogues.
Alrighty. Let's see here. Alright, once you two pass the train tracks, you leave Sunshell's errant district behind and enter the more industrial part of town. To the south is the bustling Skycoach terminal, but to the north stand several large, imposing buildings. Although they look like warehouses, the sign out front and the sound of clanging metal, rumbling motors, and the smell of oil and engine grease identifies this complex as the Tinkers Union Guild headquarters, a place where the more mechanically inclined are free to work on their various projects in peace, many of which have the tendency to go haywire or explode. As you make your way past the workshops, you spot another two somewhat familiar-looking individuals. Alright, Furret, DG, please introduce yourselves and your characters.
All right.
Uh,
Well,
Real quick before we do so, the stream, the map's not updating. It's still just showing Kominos and
Oh yeah, you have a tab in.
arena.
Oh,
Wanna
yeah,
get to
no.
that.
No, I'm not tabbed. Oh, no, I'm not tabbed in. Okay, 1 second. There we go. Okay.
Yep.
okay. Anyways, back to what we were doing. I am DG, and I am playing Dr. Aberrant, who is a doctor in this town. And he has a very heavy reputation amongst himself. And is currently having a chat with Mr. Crux here.
Crew, I think. I think it's pronounced
Speaking
crew.
of crew, no, it is crew because
Well, crew, yeah.
after all, you can't have crew without mate. Crew and
Yeah.
mate.
I'll call crew.
Oh my god.
But yeah, speaking of which, hi, I'm Furret. I made out like a bandit. I got art of 2 things for the price of 1. Crew and mate. Crew's a Hobgoblin Guns the inventor, who is in a massive amount of debt, just a real mountain. Like, it is a bottomless pit, and he is trying to crawl out, but more and more money keeps getting tossed down the well. And mate is the thing that exploded, that made crew want to become an errant.
Lol.
What
I
a
guess that
curious
works.
cast of characters.
Yeah. Definitely an interesting cast of characters. Anyway.
They
Uh,
seem to be arguing, though.
Yeah, so, crew. So, for the past while, the Tinkers Union has, despite you not being a member of the guild, granted you access to workshop space and been referring clients to you for mechanical and repair jobs in addition to the occasional errant contracts you take. Dr. Aberrant here is one of your regular clients, so to speak.
I have one thing to say to you, crew. Your tools haven't been up to standard these past few days. Like, they're falling apart constantly. What do you even use for these things?
Listen. Maybe if you didn't keep trying to get discounts all the time, I would be able to afford to be able to repair my tools and give you that better job, in air quotes, that you want.
I mean, I can't help it. I need these.
Yeah,
And you need the money too.
I do.
So it's beneficial for both of us if you do your job right. And yeah, that's just what we're arguing about.
Kamana, not Kamanos. Oliver will sort of lean towards Kamanos and say, "Should we be interfering?" Yes.
I mean, they don't seem to be getting violent. It just seems to be an argument.
All right, so yeah, you guys probably know these two. Dr. Aberrant particularly. Dr. Aberrant is also, like Oliver, a silver rank errant. And what else did I write down for him? Hang on. Let's see here. What did I write? Okay. Yeah, I wrote something down for each of you. Yeah, so Dr. Aberrant is a mysterious silver rank errant that takes on mostly rescue contracts, which are locked to silver rank and above. And he acts primarily as a field medic for errants in distress when contracts go south. While most people are more than happy to be alive thanks to his interventions, almost all are reluctant to be repeat quote-unquote patients due to his rather creepy appearance and demeanor, and his rather strange habit of hovering around common contract areas where people are likely to be injured. This weird behavior has earned him the nickname of the Vulture. And Crew is, like Cumanos, an Iron Rank errant, fairly new, and he's a graduate of the prestigious Stahlberg Academy of Engineering and Robotics. His construct mate was his thesis project and now accompanies him in the field, and on the occasion he takes the contract. He hasn't taken many, largely because of the Tinkers Union feeding him clients for repair jobs. Crew is something of an he has something of an active social media presence. As a Viewport channel, which is the equivalent of YouTube,
Oh no.
where he's keyword being attempted, to make viral videos of himself blowing stuff up with mate. His Whippoorwill feed, which is the equivalent of Twitter, is pretty much the same. And one of his more recent postings is a photo of a workshop on fire. And with the caption of, "Still in one piece, LOL."
Oh fuck. Lol. Property damage.
That's just some little property damage.
We do a little bit of property damage around here.
Yeah, this is part of the reason why Crew is so badly in debt. Anyway, gentlemen, you may continue.
Here's the thing. I think it'd be beneficiary if, let's say, I give you a discount as well for the next time you almost blow your arm off. Does that sound like a good deal? For you to do a better job?
Fine. Okay. Good enough. Yeah, fine.
Anyways, I heard you accepted a mining contract. They're good pay, you know.
I'm aware. I am very aware. Crew almost dissociates thinking about how even if like the job doubles their pay, like that's still barely gonna make a dent in his planet-sized debt.
Here's the thing. I accepted that job as well. Because it just seems convenient. Mining is dangerous. I get more clients. Win-win.
Yeah, that is a fair point, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, that is the
Yeah.
thing. The more people he helps, the more he gets paid.
I didn't want to interrupt a little ditty you two were having, but Oliver will sort of turn around and his face will light up as he notices the brooding rogue.
Yep, Ash is
strolling
right.
behind them.
Ash is right there, standing behind you, staring.
When you get here,
I've been here.
for how long?
A while.
All
Trying
right.
to watch the show as well, then.
Yes. It's very entertaining.
What made you change your mind?
Well, we gotta be somewhere, right?
I assume you seemed occupied.
It's over now.
And I'll not dwell on it. And he'll turn back to the, bickering couple over here.
I'm going. Who definitely noticed the group of them? They probably stand out a little.
Oh yeah,
Well,
oh yeah, they definitely do. You have
yeah.
like
Who just quickly one action, pull out phone, free action, turn it on. One action, look up. And by
The
look up,
fuck?
I mean look at it like the site that says who he'll be working with.
Ah,
Oh hey, I think that's I think the rest of them are right there.
Oh, really?
By
He
the
turns
way,
around.
you
Yeah.
can turn around your token by right-clicking on your token, then pressing the button in the bottom left that appears.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't have the fast flipping, unfortunately.
Okay.
So you have to right
tried
click
that.
and then
I,
flip.
I tried
You can
that.
also rotate your token by holding down control and using your scroll wheel.
Yeah, I know
If
that.
you want big spins, you can do shift.
Yep.
Yup.
You can do that. Looks at clearly fabulous errant. You.
he'll brush back his hair.
I heard
Yeah,
you've been getting into a lot of fuss recently.
I'm not quite sure what you're talking about.
You know, the rumors. Being so violent in the battlefield is not healthy, you know.
I never really thought I was that violent.
Yeah, but it's more work for me.
yeah.
If you're too violent.
As far as the rumors go, Oliver is very, very notorious in battle. Like he goes into almost a berserker like rage whenever
Not a,
he
fi-
fights.
not a bard, by the way.
Not
a bard.
no, he's not. He is not a barbarian, but the manner in which he fights is like kind of almost maddening and enraged. Like he has to like destroy everything that crosses his path, and it takes him a while to cool down after each fight. So much to the point where people are afraid of approaching him after everything's said and done, out of fear of either uh, getting stabbed or punched in the face, or possibly worse. Which is kind of strange considering he's normally such a very polite and even-tempered individual.
I will say though, next time you do one of your little expeditions, could you please kill the corpses a little neater? I hate having to clean it up sometimes.
I just hurt the people that need to be hurt. That's all.
Are you obligated to clean up the corpses?
Actually, yes, you are. Because there is a thing where if you take any hunting contracts, which would be the kind that Oliver usually takes, so eliminating dangerous monsters and other creatures that are pests around town. Yes, you are required to clean up the corpses because it's kind of a form of littering, but also there's some environmental damage that it can cause. So if corpses are left to, just kind of lie around and rot for a while, it can do some pretty serious harm, like poison wildlife, taint the earth and stuff like that. So it is the responsibility of the errants taking the contracts to find a way of ensuring corpse disposal as well. Otherwise, you get fined for it.
I don't think there's much of a need to dwell on such topics. I'm getting a bit uncomfortable myself. I assume you both are heading towards the industrial district, yes?
We were until
Then,
we encounter each other.
well, I mean, we're all heading that way, so we might as well head off now.
You will notice though, Mate has scurried off of just Drew's side and just ran up to the group of you and is looking up.
He'll sort of, I guess he'll try and pet it.
It's cold. Well,
cold.
actually, no, wait, no, it's summer. It's hot. It's
It's
very
hot.
It's
hot.
real
Okay,
hot.
it's hot.
Does it make any noises?
It's a black bulb. It's gotta be hot.
It.
He's wearing gloves, so it's not that bad.
It does make some kind of noise. It's hard to recreate because I can't recreate a shitty 2000s like MIDI, but
Yeah,
Alright, I mean,
it kind of beeps and boops at you.
Woo! Woo!
I like that.
Woo!
And it has like a very cute looking face on its digital display. Meanwhile, it has like these very sharp and spindly legs, which you're fairly sure have stabbed Crew through the leg and arms more than a couple of times.
you notice a couple holes in Crew's coat. Especially now as Crew like scurries up to kind of get on as Mate kind of scurries up to get on Crew's shoulder. What it doesn't take like it only reaches the legs before Crew just picks it up and places him on there, but the damage is already done. The legs are very sharp.
Yeah, you feel the tips of Mate's, I guess, claw-like legs just kind of lance through your shoulder a little bit. It's very painful.
You need to put
It's
corks on those legs.
It's like a cat that you haven't like filed their nails down. Well then,
does it grow back?
I mean, it'll be repaired.
Yeah, it's a construct. You can just repair it.
Yeah.
Just legs occasionally get stuck in bodies and corpses or parts of a
Occasionally.
building or get blown off.
Actually,
So
Well, it's a
Crew is used to
normal.
this. He's used to it.
normal everyday problem for everyone.
alright, well, I believe we should be on our way then.
Oh, let's go. Oh, wait, really quick. And Crew's just going to, run into the guild hall to talk to, like, whoever the, manager, for lack of a better word would be, and just tell them that he's gonna be, heading out to do an errand job.
God, internet celebrity and already talking to the manager. And 5'4". It does not get better.
Wait, how tall is Crew supposed to be anyway? I know listed like 5'4" as the height as kind of a joke,
I
but
did in fact I did describe him as short.
okay.
5'4", 5'4", 5'4".
Hey,
Also-
taller
Small.
than you.
When
Not
you
all of them
guys,
taller than you.
yeah, so you guys are just gonna head off into the industrial district.
Yep, I guess.
All
so.
right.
Yep.
Now,
Crew's gonna have to like anime catch up with like toast in his mouth since he's behind.
now,
I was thinking of like one of the days of travel, he's just gonna like wake up late and start running after you, just like eating some cup noodles,
Oh, God.
cooked, just like taking bites out of the brick.
oh my god.
It's not how you eat it.
That's how you eat it. Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. You're just saying stuff.
Now then, do you guys actually know where you're supposed to be going? Like exact address?
Huh.
Huh.
That sounded so evil.
Huh.
Alrighty.
Right, yep, we're searching it up, baby.
Yeah. All right. So
Shit,
you
where's my GPS?
yeah. So you guys kind of spend a minute going through your phones and looking at the contract details, and there is an address listed for the Diamond and Rough Mining Co. However, the industrial district is a little notorious for being kind of intimidating and maze-like. It's very easy to get lost in there, even with the GPS. So, I am going to need you guys to roll me. Let's do a survival check.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, first rolls.
Okay.
Let's first rolls. So,
Oh, wow. I'm just good at that.
yeah. So yeah,
Okay.
roll survival.
Actually, no, I think I'm good. Okay, alright. Sure. No, everybody that has lower mods than me rolls higher. That's
It's fine, I got a 7. You're fine.
1 second, I need to find there we are, there's proficiencies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it'll be
you
under
got
your character.
skills.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Dude, Agreed.
Crew,
He's
you
notoriously lost.
Crew, you have no fucking idea where you're going. And you work around the industrial district all the fucking time, and you have no idea where it is.
He
You
got
idiot.
Crew got used to his own map. He goes from wherever the hell he's staying that night to the guild hall to wherever the cheapest place to eat is, back to the guild hall, and then back to wherever he's staying for the night.
Alright, anyway, let's see. Who rolled decent? Alright, so Dr. Barrington Ash, you guys have a pretty good idea of where you're going. So following your GPS, you don't really get lost. You kind of start wandering closer into the heart of the industrial district towards Prospectors Row. And I'm going to need you guys to stop right here. Because something
Oh, no.
happens.
Oh no.
Let's see here.
I don't think I know what's happening.
How do I do this?
I think it's funny that Foe has the highest ping out of anybody else.
I'm streaming, okay? Give me a break here.
You're streaming, you have 2 tabs of Foundry open.
Yeah, I have 2
Yeah, you
tabs
know.
of Foundry open. So, when you get up here, something happens. Give me 1 second. Where am I?
Should we all move up to be in one big group?
You can move up a little bit, but you have to kind of like stop in the general area. All right.
Like right here, or just
Yeah, right around where you are, DJ. All right.
Okay.
So you guys venture towards Prospectors Row. The walls of steel and concrete rise up around you. Their dark shapes towering over you like mountains. Let's see. Separated from the main part of town by the railway tracks, Sunshale's industrial district feels very different from the bright, bustling streets filled with shops and people. All you hear is the hissing of steam, the rumbling of machinery, and the scent of molten metal and rock hangs heavy in the air. But other than that, the streets are quiet, empty, both eerie and suffocating at the same time, and not the sort of place any person would stroll through on a casual visit. Alright. And as you get to that point where Dr. Aberrant is, let's see here. You feel the ground rumble beneath your feet, long before you hear a loud explosion and panicked shouts. Part of what looks like a part
immediately looks at me.
part of what looks like a shipping container comes flying out of the alleyway to your left, propelled by a cloud of colorful, glittering dust. And I'm gonna need you all to
Wow.
roll reflex saves.
That's fine. I'm good
What
at this
the
one.
heck is that?
20. I'm a god.
Yo, let's go.
Oh, what was the DC on this?
There you go.
Oh my god, Ash. Holy crap.
That's funny, baby. Oh my
That's an
god.
expert right there.
First nat 20 of the campaign.
Oh,
So yeah, that's a crit success for Ash. Okay.
Looks like everyone got
here.
really high.
So yeah, the DC was 17, and you all made it. So,
Ooh.
let's see. Yeah, you guys are fine. So, the shipping container sails past you harmlessly and smashes violently into the pavement on the other side of the street, sending debris and dust into the air. You guys, being rather quick on your feet, managed to dodge out of the way just in time. And for Ash in particular, all he really needs to do is just sidestep it, and he's good. Actually, in fact, he seems to just vanish from view entirely and appear on the other side of the street, over here, in a safe spot.
So cool.
This is why I don't come over here any more often.
to be fair, that it seems like a reasonable concern at this point.
Crew takes a quick picture of the shipping container, and just thinks of a caption for later. For once, it wasn't me.
Are you actually gonna take a photo next to it right now?
Yeah, just like it's just a
Oh,
very
God.
quick one, but
What
yeah.
do you even cause it to happen?
Oliver will walk up to Crew and then put his hand on his arm as he's trying to move it up to take a selfie. He'll just shake his head.
Wait, so Crew's actually trying to take a selfie over here, the wreckage.
Oh, I didn't notice that there was a wreckage point.
Yeah,
Yeah, there is.
it's up here. It's up here.
Yeah, just
Maybe like right here.
either selfie or just a. Yeah, no, just. Well, no, I won't say a selfie. I'll just like a picture of the fucked up container with like glitter on the back.
If it was a selfie, Oliver would have stopped him. That's
Actually,
fine.
if
Yeah, nah.
if you guys want to examine the stuff that's on the container, let me see what kind of check it would be. It would
I'm
be
curious where it came from.
it would be an Arcana or a crafting check.
I am the exact same in both of those.
Same here. That's bad. Bueno.
I'll do a crafting.
I'll do crafting too. 14, baby.
Shout it out of the way.
Hey.
All right,
Hey,
Humanos
win.
and Dr. Barrett, you guys have no idea what this stuff is. It is beyond your area of expertise. All you
Yeah,
see
it
is
is.
just, it looks like glitter. And as far as you're concerned, that's exactly what it is.
I don't mess
Uh,
with it. Like crackers everywhere.
Let's see here. Who rolled high? So, Ash, Crew. You guys know exactly what this stuff is. This fine glittery powder, is, how do I describe it? They're essentially refined and ground up, elemental crystals. So a lot of minerals and elemental stones that are mined in Sheridan are often turned into really fine powders or coarse grains for use in enchantment and alchemy. But when they're in the powdered state, they are extremely unstable. So if they're not handled with care, they have a tendency to react violently and explode.
So
Yeah.
someone was messing around with the elemental cocaine.
Elemental cocaine. Yeah,
where'd
you
it come from?
don't want to snort that stuff. That could be bad.
I'd love to see what happens.
I'm pretty sure there are
Almost like a bit
probably
of
people
a-
who do snort it, but it doesn't end well.
Like where does container rocket from? That's what I'm curious about.
It came from this direction.
Hey,
So,
what's over there?
give me a moment, and I will do a little music change. 1 second.
Whoa.
Someone took a bit of a bad bump. Get it? Because bump means like a bump in the road, but it also needs a bump of cocaine.
Oh
Shut
my
up,
god.
Bert. Sorry, that was me. That's me.
Bulk. Lamau.
Jeez, how did I do that? Figure out these commands again. No, that's not it.
What?
Uh-oh.
No,
Oh,
stop.
we're getting spicy now.
No, that's not it. Hang on. I copied the wrong thing.
Vanished.
Oh no.
That was weird.
No music. Never again.
What is this? Let me. Yeah, no, there we go. Okay. How did that play the wrong thing? Oh my god.
It just does that.
Why?
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
This is weird.
Turn repeat off. Make sure it's off.
Repeat. Hang on. Repeat off.
This is why I named Vexera Sexera.
Oh my god,
Right.
hang on. Let me.
Also to note, it can be helpful. You can also plug in audio files directly into Foundry. Have it run
Yeah,
from
I meant to do that, but I was crunched for time.
there. Oh, you're good.
Oh my god. See, it's playing the wrong one.
Okay, real-
Okay, Sven, just don't worry about it.
No, I got this. Watch this.
Deleted.
No, watch. Okay.
Sven, what are you doing?
I'm
Okay, I'm not
pausing.
doing anything else. Wait. You underestimate my ability.
Are you only using 1% of your power?
I am only using 1% of my power.
We're supposed to be using our power.
Yeah, watch.
And
Oh,
this
I
is what
think
it
I
means to go
I
even
think I
further
know what
beyond.
happened. There we go. Thank you, Sven.
You're welcome.
Okay, you're the
friend.
best. You're the best. Thank you. I really need to brush up on my stuff a little more.
You're just using a bad link, is all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you. All right.
Mhm.
You probably copied and pasted it from a playlist.
Probably. Yeah, I have to remember to not do that.
Yep.
Oh, I forgot.
Back to shenanigans.
Anyway, so while you guys are busy doing whatever crew's doing, so you see somebody emerge from the alleyway as the dust settles. So yeah, did you guys want to go into the alleyway or no?
I mean, Kaminos is at the very least pretty curious.
He is,
Yeah.
I don't think Oliver wants to trespass, per se, but he will sort of stand in the back.
Oh yeah, Fo, I have something to ask.
Yeah.
Is this like all this container stuff happened? Is this something I can pursue a lead on?
You can if you like, yes. So if you'd like to pursue a lead, you can since I played an investigator in Extinction Curse, I gamed the hell out of the whole pursue a lead thing.
Yeah.
So for mine, and I talked about this with Spen too for his stuff in the future. For any investigator stuff, if you're going to pursue a lead, you do need to have kind of like sort of like a cause and event type thing. So if something happens and you're trying to look into it a little more, you need something a little specific. So for this case, it would be something like the source of the glittery dust or whatever, or the particular location, which would be the alleyway here.
Yeah. I mean, there's no harm in doing so, so I can just do that.
Yeah, so you could
So
go
I'll
ahead and pursue a lead that, and any checks and anything like that, I think you'll have a circumstance bonus for that
Yes.
particular lead. All right, it's good. You're paying attention. That's great.
Yes, indeed.
Alrighty, so let's see here. Yeah, so as you guys kind of probe into the alleyway a little bit, there's still quite a bit of glittery particles hanging around and concrete dust. And a little further, you can kind of see what looks like the loading dock for a warehouse, and a bunch of, how to describe these? They're trucks essentially, and there's a bunch of very very large and well built individuals loading shipping containers and crates into the back, and you can kind of see where the source of the chaos came from. So around this way, you see like a bunch of the containers have actually fallen over, and just kind of like there's a small shallow crater at the epicenter of where the explosion supposedly happened. You can see like deep pitting and gouging, like with crystals embedded in them. It's pretty safe to assume that this is where it came from.
All right.
And yeah, as you wander into the alleyway, you see one person that doesn't quite fit the description of the warehouse workers. So she has her back towards you, and it's a tall, elegant-looking woman dressed in a red feathered hat, and a rather fancy red and white outfit. She looks like she could be an errant, but you're not quite sure. You wouldn't be able to tell unless you try to scan her, for a tag on her person with your phone. But if she didn't have one, then she's not an errant. And yeah, she has her back towards you, and she's yelling at the warehouse workers. Ugh,
Oh.
I told you morons to be careful when handling the cargo. And yeah, she's just standing there a little exasperated and trying to direct the cleanup a little bit.
Does it seem like anyone around was actually injured in the blast or no?
No, it doesn't look like anyone's injured. It's just like a bunch of fallen cargo.
We're the only ones who couldn't. Definitely a real question and not a joke. If any of us could fail to save, would we have gotten squished?
Well, hang on, let me look at the thing. Yeah. So it was a DC 17 reflex save to take no damage and get out of the way. If you had failed, that would have been 3d8 bludgeoning damage.
Oh gosh. Hey, crit fail.
One.
Yeah, and you would have been knocked prone. Yeah, so if you had failed, you would have gotten squished.
Oh no.
Actually, what is your
That one
HP?
fail could've- I
Yeah.
have 17 HP. That could have one-shot me.
I mean, you'd be dying, but not like outright dead from massive damage. I think like the only person who has to worry about that would have been Kumanos, because what's the lowest HP? Oh no, you have the lowest HP, don't you? Yeah, you do. Holy crap. Kumanos has more HP than you do.
Nice.
Oh,
Nerd.
that's hilarious. Oh, Spen's back.
Yeah, I've been back.
Anyway, yeah. If any of you had failed that save, yeah, you would have gotten squished. But you didn't, so it's fine.
But
You're
you
you're good. Anyway, yeah, this lady's just kind of standing in the alleyway, and then
Alright.
she notices that she turns around, kind of like sensing your presence, and she kind of gives you a curious stare.
Excuse us, but do you happen to know why the heck that container almost hit us? Almost hit our little group here? It came flying out of this alleyway.
Yeah. So she glances down the alley past you, to assess the damage. Like she leans over, stares, notices like the big, massive crater in the wall, across the way, and then stares back at you guys, squinting, looking you up and down like she's sizing you up. Well, ain't you an odd bunch? You lost, boys? Looks like you had a bit of a close call there.
God
Yes, we
damn it,
did.
foe.
Wait, what was that?
Bad
I
pun.
said, God damn it, foe.
That was intentional. I'm sorry.
Keep going, keep going.
Keep going.
It looks like you had a bit of a close call there. Could have took your head clean off.
Yes, it could have. Which is
Nearly
why
did.
we wanted to see what was going on.
She kind of widens her stance a little bit and places a hand on her hip and leans forward, still kind of sizing you up. It kind of makes it. She tries to kind of make herself a little bit, make herself look a little bit bigger than she does, even though she's kind of waifish looking. Just
Oliver will narrow his eyes.
just a little shipping mishap. Ain't no trouble at all.
You really do need to be more careful with that stuff. How do like the shipping containers like look in terms of like do they look like aside from the one that exploded, obviously, that that they should be able to contain the stuff well.
Perception check, please.
Can I convince you to let me use an lore engineering?
You know what? Yeah, I will let you use engineering lore. Go for it. All right. So crew, from your experience with metals and stuff of this sort in general, you can tell that the crates are fairly secure for what they contain. It best you can tell is that somebody mishandled something, and one of the crates probably fell over while loading it into the truck, which is probably what caused the explosion.
Really? How do you get a? How big was the shipping container? Like just shipping container sized?
So you know the shipping containers that you see on ships and stuff, like those ones that you can kind of like practically live in? No, it's not that big. It's more like a crate, like 3 feet square, something like that.
Yeah.
It's still fairly big and heavy, but if you were to mishandle it with like a front loader or something, it would, yeah, not be pretty.
Okay, yeah, I did in fact think it was one of those like ones on ships.
Yeah, no, the big ones. Yeah, no. If it had been one of those and you'd failed to save, you'd be dead. You'd be dead.
We'll be able to see if she has a rank now. Now that she's facing us.
You don't see a tag visibly on her. And you guys kind of know in general that some errants don't wear their tags openly. So, as far as you can tell, she's not wearing an errant tag. But now that she's facing you, you actually do see that she's wearing like a bunch of like small knives and daggers on her person. So, if she's not an errant, she's definitely well armed.
Oliver is visibly, I guess, distressed.
Would you like
or
to?
is upset.
Would you like to
And
roll
he's
a?
just going to, stand back and stay there.
Would you like to roll a perception check on her?
Yeah, I will.
All right, go for it. Ooh.
Fighter perception.
All right, that's good. That's very good. So, how should I phrase this? Oliver, your knowledge in the ways of battle kind of give you a very astute perception of other skilled combatants. And this lady, despite not visibly being an errant, she is a seasoned warrior and is probably someone you would not want to mess with.
He was contemplating drawing his sword or some sort of weaponry, but he will forego the idea and simply stay quiet.
Mhm.
It was just like from afar analyzing the containers, like really like that must have been quite the fall for it to cause such a volatile explosion. Like how did that even happen?
She steps aside a little bit and kind of waves her hand, a gloved hand, to a very badly damaged and scorched. Yeah, what are they called? Lifters, loaders? I forgot what they're called. The things for moving pallets around.
Forklift?
Yes, forklift. Yes, I had a brain fart. Yeah. So she waves to a very badly damaged and scorched forklift in the alley behind her. Doesn't seem like anybody was injured, but the way it's situated in the alley, it's kind of on its side a little bit, and it looks like somebody was messing around and doing something stupid that they shouldn't have been. Kind of
Obviously, they were
like
built
popping
for
wheelies in a
overtime.
forklift. Yeah, you've seen videos of people doing stupid stuff in forklifts. That's probably exactly what happened.
They must not have been forklift certified.
Then I literally just made that joke. How dare you?
I said it louder. I said it louder.
All I'm thinking of now, those videos of a guy in a forklift who like turned a little wrong and bumped into like an aisle tower that just topples over.
Yeah, pretty much. Kind of like a cascade of unfortunate positioning. But yeah, she steps aside and lets you see the carnage.
Yeah, crew was just full on inspecting the forklift. You give him a few minutes and he'll be able to tell you the exact make and model.
I mean, you can do that if you want. She's not stopping you.
And
Yeah,
I
she.
mean, more so, we probably don't have the time, but crew is in fact like until told to stop inspecting it.
Well, I mean, I'm just gonna look at the lady again and just ask. By the way, do you happen to work around here though?
She takes a moment to think about it. I guess you could say I work around here. Around here every so often, not exactly my usual territory. But I know this place a little bit. Where is it you were looking to go?
Well, okay, trying to think.
If you're worried about this accident here, ain't much to worry about. This sort of thing happens once in a while when dealing with this kind of cargo. We'll manage. But it'll definitely put us behind schedule for sure. Don't worry your little pretty head's none. And don't you worry about little old me.
Well, we just want to check it out real quick. But yeah, anyways, I guess we'll be going. We got somewhere to be.
What exact kind of schedule are you trying to keep?
That's the nature of shipping, don't you see? Just transporting this shipment of elemental dust to a client of mine. That's all it is. People need this stuff all the time.
I see. You seem to go quiet and just like think that.
Do you guys do or say anything else?
After a minute, crew just immediately like stops like searching the forklift and runs back, just like shit. Right? Yeah, we should probably get going. Miss, do you know address dot 1.75? Do you know where that is?
She stares at you for a good couple of seconds, and then leans out and glances down the street. I think the place you're looking for is just around the corner over here. Follow the street towards the end and take the first left you find. I think the building you're looking for is up that way. If you got
Thank
somewhere
you.
to be, ain't polite to keep 'em waiting.
Of course. Good luck with the rest of those. As crew just kind of points to the rest of the shipping containers. One is falling as they speak.
But before I go, I'll ask one more thing. Hey, miss, do you have a name?
She goes quiet for a second, as if she's thinking about whether or not to give it to you. You can
You don't
call
have
me.
to answer.
You can call me Miss Jewel. And that's what everyone calls me.
Okay, well, Miss Jewel, hopefully these accidents don't happen again, because there's a lot of dangerous cargo. And yeah, you have a good day. We'll go on our way, I guess.
Well, no guarantees, darling. But ta-ta, boys. And then,
Yep.
as you guys wander off. She just smiles and offers you a little wave. And that's
Oliver will be the last one to leave
and
after everybody goes.
Crew gives a polite wave. Meanwhile, Maid is just like just a full-on like a whole arm with spike wave. First,
how long do you stick around, Oliver, after everybody else leaves?
For maybe 30 or 45 seconds, making visible eye contact.
Oh yeah, she sees that.
that is a
Yeah.
lot of staring.
She stares
It is.
back at you and smirks a little bit. And
Does not change his expression and continues walking.
yeah, without saying much more, she saunters back off into the alley and then starts resuming yelling at the shipping crew to clean up the mess. And yeah. And yeah, you
Quickly,
continue on your way.
Crew thinks about the alternate timeline where he just picked up like some of the ruined elemental dust from the carnage. You know, just for keepsies. That's not this one though.
Here, so from her instructions, the building you're looking for would be this way. So
Okay.
see my arrow?
Yep.
Yeah. It'd be around here.
Crew clips through that building to get in.
He poses. Just
Alright, let's see. So yeah,
Uses my
you'd
grab
be
gun to
here.
remove a door.
just
So yeah, you guys would be about here. So let me.
Crew activates no clip.
Oh gosh,
Oh my god.
it's a cowboy.
Oh my
Is
god.
that
it's
Paul
not a-
Cassidy from Hit Game Overwatch?
I don't know.
It looks
I
like
don't
it
know.
is.
I think
It
I think
looks
this
like
is from like Call of
I was
Juarez
going
or
to use the
something.
Overwatch joke, but I forgot the guy's
It's
name.
whatever.
You got the
McCree,
poncho.
that's the name.
Oh, you're talking about McCree? No, I think this is from Call of Juarez or something. So still
Yeah.
still similar vein.
It is a stereotypical cowboy. You can't get better than that.
Stereotypical cowboy. Yep. Anyway, as you leave the alleyway behind, you eventually arrive at the building of the Diamond and Rough Mining Co. And it would seem you've been expected. Almost as soon as you walk in, you're ushered into a somewhat cramped office that looks like the site of some kind of natural disaster. There's stacks of papers everywhere, some haphazardly crammed into dented metal filing cabinets. And the carpet and ceiling tiles are heavily stained with both water and cigarettes, and look at least 20 years out of fashion. The smell of
Crew
cigars.
thinks about his dorm and like his professor's offices.
The smell of cigar smoke hangs heavy in the air, musky and cloying. There's an older gentleman sitting behind the desk, a thick cigar wedged into the corner of his mouth. He stares you down before waving to a set of empty chairs on the other side of the desk, inviting you to have a seat.
Crew accepts the invitation. Maid is already seated though.
Oliver
It-
also accepted.
Is Maid like
Politely.
sitting in your chair, or are you like sitting
No,
with
I meant,
Maid?
I meant because Maid is sitting like on a Crew's shoulder.
Oh, okay.
It's like his leg rest right now. Kicking
A
up.
little hat.
You know, I think actually when sitting down, Maid kind of like jumps down and hops into like Crew's lap.
And he stabs you through the leg with his pointy leg.
He's used to it. It's more of like a cannonball motion. The legs like curl up into just a ball. However, he's still incredibly dense, so it still hurts.
Yeah, he practically crushes
wait.
your pelvis.
Crew or mate is incredibly dense.
Mate is incredibly dense.
I would say both. Both.
Oh,
Okay.
Well.
Yeah, you know.
Fair
Damn.
enough, but Mate's stronger attack is literally him running, like, bowling into something, so, yeah. Very
Yeah.
dense, very ouchy. Crew winces a little, but he's sort of used to this by now.
Yeah, Mate kind of practically crushes your pelvis as he cannonballs into your lap.
Ow. am.
I just hear a crack.
Yup. All the while, our mate has like the little happy face on its display. Nothing is amiss at all.
Oliver is used to bones cracking. It's fine.
The verticalized turn horizontal as crew just starts kind of like absent-mindedly petting it.
making like little cooing noises.
If you translate the beeps from Morse code into binary into actual people speak, it's just her, like in letters.
Okay.
Maximum
You had to
cuteness.
program that function specifically. Yep.
Maximum cuteness.
All right.
Now,
What's up with
now
this
it
guy?
has the oboe face on it. Okay.
Oh
yes.
no,
What's up
if
with
anything, it would be,
Mysterio?
if anything right now, it would be uwu, not oh wow.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Hello. So how many of you are sitting? How many of you guys are standing?
I'm sitting.
Sitting.
Commandos would continue standing.
Ash, are you sitting or standing?
You would be standing.
Alright. 3 sitters, 2 standers. Okay. Yeah, it's probably better that some of you remain standing anyway. There's some
Be
weird...
sitting, one leg up on the other.
Yeah, the chairs look a little uncomfortable and also extremely old and dirty. And the office is kind of cramped anyway, and with like
He's
5
using
chairs.
this, scarf to comfort him against the back.
Yeah, and with like 5
Hello.
chairs just kind of like crammed around the room, it's like a sardine can.
Once again, crew is very used to this.
My clothes are already dirty. It doesn't matter.
Alright, so as 3 of you take a seat and Humanos and Ash remain standing, the man just kind of nods and kind of looks each one of you over one by one, assessing you. You must be the ones that accepted our posts, and you're the only group that hadn't checked in it yet. All the others went ahead to their contract sites earlier this morning. I'm the head of mining operations at Diamonds and Rough. You can just call me boss. Any of you done this kind of work before? Or he just kind of like chomps down on his cigar.
Oliver will politely nod and say, "Yes, I have."
Ow, Jesus. Sorry, I dropped something in my lap.
Oh no.
All I can think of is this guy just, instead of smoking a cigar, is actually like eating it like a Slim Jim.
Yeah.
I mean, you're probably
The whole
not off.
time.
It's wedged pretty far in there. You're just like practically gobbling it.
Mm.
Like with
This is
just chomping down on it with like big yellow teeth.
this
The
isn't a
Gar
Slim
Gobbler.
Jim. This isn't a Slim Jim. This is a thick Jimothy.
Anyway, yeah. Yeah, he raises an eyebrow at, was it Oliver and Prodder that said yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, yeah.
I'm well experienced in these fields.
I
you
never really
two-
took a mining job per se, but I feel like my expertise will still help a lot.
The man nods, or the man known as boss simply nods. Well, mining contracts are a bit different from your run-of-the-mill errant contracts. But if you say you've done that kind of work before, I'll take your word for it. And he stares at the other 3, a little dubious. Or if he's kind of unsure if you're really meant to be there. And then, yeah, he kind of taps a few keys on his computer keyboard, which also, much like the rest of the room, looks sorely out of date. And
He has Windows XP.
probably,
Also really dirty, probably.
yeah.
Just that really thick, like, computer monitor, the one with, like, a huge back.
Yep.
It's yellow tinted.
Pulling up a lot of noise and heat too.
Yeah, it's very noisy. Like, the fan sounds like it's struggling to keep up, if it's even working at all. And you can kind of feel the air around it like go up a couple of degrees because it's overheating.
May
Yeah.
turns on his fans.
So he taps a couple of keys on his keyboard and brings up what are presumably your errant files. And his thick eyebrows perk up a little bit. Ah, y'all a bunch of solos, huh? That ain't gonna be a problem, in it?
Shouldn't be.
I've worked with friends before.
Should be fine.
I
There's
don't
not.
expect any issues, no.
He stares at you and nods. And then he sighs and just taps a few more keys on his keyboard. Well, as long as y'all can work together, it'll be fine. We ain't strangers to groups of solos and randos taking on these jobs. So, I'm guessing you're wanting to know what the job entails.
So,
That's pretty
That
necessary.
is why we're
though,
here.
After all.
Yes. We'll politely nod. Yep.
He pushes himself out of his massive, kind of worn and torn leather office chair. And he wanders over to one of the filing cabinets and pulls out a paper map of the western region of Sunshale Valley. And as he spreads it out over the desk, before he does that, he kind of just sweeps a bunch of papers off of it to make room. He spreads it out over the desk and lets you have a look at it. So, in several places, the map has been marked pointing out the locations of several mines. But he points to one in particular that's pretty far west. We'll be assigning you the deposit out near Smuggler's Ridge, the furthest of our mines, and we've had some critter problems out that way. So we haven't been able to send anyone to do any excavating there in a few weeks. Job is to get in, take care of any varmints you find, and collect ores as part of our operations. He pauses and glances to each of you. Contract rate is 300 per day, each. Got ore storage dumps out there we ship back here at the end of the week, so you can check whether or not you did the job right or not. If you like what you're doing, we can bring you back for the next couple of days. Same rate. Sound fair like a deal? That sounds like a fair deal to y'all?
Sounds
No
perfectly
issues
fine to
if-
me.
Yeah,
I don't have any
300.
qualms
Yeah,
with it, no.
300 per day. For like a couple of days is a lot.
It would
Yeah,
only
that-
take it would only take a couple of years of doing this to pay off my debt.
As look over look over Cruz. It's a start.
He doesn't say that in character. That was me saying
Yeah, but
that.
I still look over him, panicking.
Yeah. Well, Crew isn't panicking. He's more like trying to contain excitement because this is in fact a lot of money. Even if it would take a lot of money to pay off its debt, this would still be a good sized chunk.
can
Yeah.
I take
Also-
a picture of the map?
Oh yeah, you may take a picture of the map, but he'll also fold it up and give it to you, and any one of you is free to take it if you like.
Yep,
Oliver will take a picture of it.
both
Likewise.
Crew and Mate will take a picture of it.
Man,
Taking
you,
a
you,
picture.
you gotta love the tech level here.
Yep.
I mean,
yep.
it's like we're in college, taking a picture of all the work.
All the notes.
Made it.
Yep.
On the
Made
note-
is in fact a combination of an Amazon Alexa and a drone.
I'm gonna keep track of this.
Ah, good. Nice to see you're staying on top of it. So yeah, he slides the physical map over, under the assumption that he's got like a bunch of more copies sitting around the office. He sits back down and shifts his cigar in his mouth as he stares at you. Right then,
Oliver will take the map and put it in his backpack.
unless you got any more questions, best be on your way. Daylight's burning.
From the map, like how how long of a journey would it be to get to the location?
So, judging from your map, I actually do not have an actual one to show you because I was crunched for time and I was lazy.
There's an app. There's an item for it. I have it right now.
Wait, you what?
Do this item.
What is it?
Yeah, watch this.
Oh, okay. Ha! Thank you, Sven, for your assistance. Anyway, yeah. So, what the map tells you is that, the mine that you're heading to is somewhat far. It's not super far, like maybe an hour or two of travel, but there aren't very many roads out that way. And the only way to get anywhere close would be to take the Sky Coach, which would drop you off at a nearby station, and then you'd have to go the rest of the way on foot. And that would be probably 30 or 40 minutes on foot from the station where it drops you off at. So,
That's pretty far.
yeah, so it'd be about 3 hours of travel total. And what is the time now?
That sounds like a typical
Oh, jeez.
typical day's worth of point A to point B travel in New York City. Am I right, my fellow gamers?
Sounds like a way to work.
I've never been to New York. Let's go.
That sounds like a
Denver,
huge
Colorado.
problem.
I'll have true roll to experience that.
Yeah, so, yeah, in order to get to where you guys are going, yeah, you would have to, take one of the Sky Coaches, which is, south of the industrial district, where the airfield is.
Alright.
Crew isn't gonna ask this yet, but after we leave, Crew is going to ask. Can any of you guys spot me a ticket?
I'm
mean,
broke too.
how do the Sky Coaches work? Like, obviously you have to pay, but is it like New York City MetroCard where you pay for each ride?
Yeah, think of it like that way. Think of it kind of like public transit. So they're essentially buses, but they fly.
Okay.
Yeah. It's the main method of transportation. Actually, roll a society check for me, please, because how much I can tell you will depend on how high you roll.
Society. We have one. Oof.
All right, I don't think we're gonna know much.
It's fine.
I'm trained at this.
We haven't know a little bit. Well, no. Oh no.
What?
Wow.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh.
Me.
So Ash and Kumanos would actually know a little bit on how the Sky Coach system works. So let me find what I wrote here. All right. So with how rocky and unforgiving Sheridan's landscape is, roads are kind of difficult and expensive to maintain. So instead of spending exorbitant amounts of money doing that, much of Sheridan's transportation is done by rail and by sky, with the most common method being the Sky Coaches, which are small, low-altitude airships made of wood and metal and powered by elemental engines. Functionally, Sky Coaches operate pretty much like buses, as I mentioned, and they ferry large amounts of people and goods to and from destinations along a set route. And it's, again, the primary way people in Sheridan get around. So in place of highways, Sheridan has skyways, which are regularly patrolled by the Sky Marshals, a guild that specializes in the monitoring and security of air, rail, and sea travel. And although the Sky Marshals have branches all over the world to help protect travel routes, the guild originated in Sheridan and produces some of the best pilots and drivers in the world. And that is what you know about the Sky Coaches.
But what about the one building? Do we know about that one?
Which one?
Oh no.
Like
Not the Mile High Club.
Oh!
Yeah, the Mile High Club.
So
Yeah,
the,
we know
the
about that.
funny thing about this, that's actually the name of a place of somewhere around here, which is actually a club for pilots, the bar. Yeah, it's a weird.
Unfortunate name.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate name. I think that no, the strip club is the landing strip. Okay, that's different. Don't ask
What?
me how I know this.
Okay.
Okay, wait.
Why do you know that now?
What? There's okay, I see
Okay,
what we're doing now.
the thing about the reason why I know that is because there's actually kind of like an aviation hobby shop like literally right next to it. So that's how I know.
You're telling me
Wonderful.
that isn't a place on the map? Oh
What?
my god.
Riot.
Wow.
Landing
guys,
strip
let's
isn't a
abandon
place we
this
can
whole
go. That
quest and
sucks.
just-
Oh my god.
You guys want
No,
to
no, I would not. No, this isn't that kind of campaign. I would not put that there.
Come on.
Mile High Club was a joke.
Join the Mile High Club.
God. I put something in as a joke and you guys just tear it up. Oh my god.
That's our
Should've
job.
expected
That's our
this,
job. That's what
though.
we do.
You should have
That's what we do.
expected that. This is your fault.
Yeah, so no, the Mile High Club is it's a bar and lounge for pilots and also for the Sky Marshals who also qualify. So it's very exclusive. And
We're probably gonna get kicked out if we try and go there. So
Yeah,
well,
don't
not
be-
unless
We
you
got-
know somebody.
we
Very
got, we got better things to do.
like yeah, if you're friends with a pilot or engineer, then you can probably get in.
An engineer, you say?
Oh,
Like
no.
I mean engineer like
Aviation.
mech
Yeah,
yeah, engineer or mech drivers because
I know. it's
mechs
just-
are kind of a thing. They're not very widespread, but they're kind of popular in Sheridan, and it's kind of like its own scene, kind of like how like with street racing, people kind of soup up their cars, but they're you know it's kind of a huge deal. People do that, but with giant robots. Well, not giant robots, more like medium-sized robots.
Damn, BattleBots must go hard here.
Oh yeah,
Oh my God.
Sheridan and Stahlberg really love that stuff. Like they are
really?
the engineer and tech nerds of Mystgarde.
I respect it.
I'd like to
Uh.
imagine that when Crew first figured out Mate's capabilities, Crew was half debating being like a BattleBot guy.
Real
course.
steel.
And then
I can imagine international competitions of them.
interestingly enough, Nordheim is also fairly big into the tech scene as well.
That's a strange one.
Yeah, that's the weird one.
But that does bring up an interesting problem to overcome. Is our fare being covered as well, or are we going to have to manage that on ourselves?
The boss smirks a little bit. Well, if you're a little strapped for cash, I suppose I could front you half of your fee now and the other half on completion of your contract. Sound fair?
I think that
What
would
should
be
that
helpful.
be?
Yeah, that would be 150 for you each.
That's a lot. but
Yeah.
yeah.
Damn.
Still, you use that to get there. Depending on how much it is, of course.
How much is
Ruined.
fare usually?
Depending on how. Oh, not in character. Okay. So fair would
No,
be.
it was in character. It was
Oh,
in character.
it was in
Oh, really?
character.
It was in
uh,
character.
So it depends on how far you're going. So let me think here, because I'm trying to think of how it would relate to in terms of the transit system. We got here. Well, where you're going, probably. I want to say 5-10 gold. Fair bit, but you're going a long ways. That's a round trip.
Notch.
So,
Makes sense.
That should be fine then.
alright then. He turns back to his computer, taps on a few keys, and all at once your phones buzz with notifications of payment.
Beep beep beep.
So you all receive 150 gold each.
Bro, we're fucking rich. Oh my god.
And you can
Crew
spend that
clicks a
however
thing
you
for a
like.
second, but his phone goes off at the same time. It's just someone on his Discord adding everyone.
Okay. Yeah, what's
Uh,
the Discord equivalent for?
Oh my god, no, I didn't
What-
think of that, honestly.
Oh no.
Harmony.
Yeah, I was gonna
Mystgarde.
say Harmony probably would have been the equivalent, but so yeah, you know what? That's canon. Let's go with it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I-
Just looking at his Harmony server, and yeah, there's just some asshole adding everyone. and then like a few seconds later, his PayPal comes through.
yeah, it would pretty much be like PayPal.
Yes,
Yeah, so you
yes.
each have like 150 gold deposited into your personal account. Also, you guys actually do not need to worry about excuse me, you don't have to worry about weight in terms of money because that's all digital. Don't worry about it. So
Just don't get your phone hacked.
yeah, money won't count against your weight capacity. So don't worry about it. Do
Wicked.
do I add like the gold to you guys individually or should I just have you add it?
Oh, I already added it.
Yeah.
Alright, I didn't.
Oh, okay, you know what? Yeah, fine, that's fine. I trust you. I trust you. But if I find any of you cheating, I will get stabby.
Oh no.
Excellent.
Not
Oh
again.
no,
Not
I
anything but
accidentally
the flow
put in.
stabby.
Yeah, I
Oh
will.
no, I accidentally put in 3 extra zeros. Oh no.
Anyway,
Ah,
Sorry, my zero key's a little sticky.
I mean, hey,
500 bullets moment.
if you had like an iron fey, you know, a digital fey, they could probably totally hack accounts for you and like, you know, deposit shit. But you don't have one, so too bad.
Let's go find one.
Just go find one.
Craigslist, Iron Fey, need hacker, please help.
They get the cops calling you right there.
So after the boss sends you all the first half of your contract fee, he lifts an eyebrow and stares at you expectantly. Anything else I can do for you, boys?
I think that'll be it, unless anybody else has something they would like to ask about.
Nothing here.
I have nothing to add to this. Nope.
Alrighty then. When you're finished filling your quota at the end of the day, check back in, and we'll call it square, and you'll receive your final half of your payment then.
Alright then.
And if you like the job enough, I will invite you back for the next couple of days. Kind of hard to
It's
say no
over
to a
off.
repeat job. Yeah. So if you guys get up, leave. He returns to his work, and secretary shuts the door behind you.
You notice that Mate's fans are actually blowing really loudly now. It is also very
Noticeably
excited,
loud.
But yeah, like you couldn't really hear it in the room because the computer was also loud. So you thought maybe the PayPal transaction just heated it up a bit more. But no, it's Mate. That's the source. Mate is also very excited to like have to hear about that kind of money coming in.
Yeah, Mate's just kind of like squirming around like with his like little spider legs. Alright, so you each have 150 gold to do with as you wish. So I know there were a couple of you that wanted some stuff but couldn't get because you spent like the 15 that you started off with. So I'm being
Yeah.
a tiny bit generous here and letting you have like an additional 150 to spend on whatever you want.
This is all so sudden. Oh no.
Yeah. I think this is also a good spot to take a break. If you guys
Yeah.
need to, because I need to get myself more water and probably use the bathroom.
I'll probably do the same.
So yeah, take a break. And also you guys can consider what you'd like to do with your share of the money. You can either spend it on yourself, pool it together, etc. I am not imposing any limits except for level limits and stuff on what you can buy.
Yes.
So yeah, think about
What's
that.
the max level of stuff you want us to buy?
I will leave that up to you. Like, if you want to get like weapon runes and stuff, you can. Because I think you guys have enough there for like a couple. Or if you want to get like any other supplies, you can do that, like healer's kits, like alchemist's fire, and anything you think you might need. We can talk it over when I get back. But for now, I'm just gonna put us on our intermission screen, and yeah, let me know when you guys get back, and we will talk about shopping.
All right.
Well, Sam in
Hmm.
chat, buy a sword that fucks you over another campaign.
Yeah, yep, that's what we gotta do.
Easy.
All started with that goddamn sword.
It all started with that sword. Never again.
Never again, never again.
We can buy some pocket sand.
I got a character moment to have. So,
I don't know what the heck I'm spending my money on because I did not expect this to happen.
I also don't know how much anything costs. Like how much do runes cost?
I mean,
runes a pop. Let's see here.
they're around 40, I think.
Uh, yeah, 35.
It's an options for our potency runes, right?
Yes.
I think they're level 2 though, and we're level 1. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that'd be allowed. You know, potency runes don't do much other than a plus.
I think like runes in particular, you got to be real fickle about. But we can ask Phil.
Yeah.
Once she gets
wait.
back.
I'll wait to ask her. I'll wait I'll wait for her to come back to ask.
Although, yeah.
Because, we do in fact have the money for a striking rune and a potency rune.
Yeah, striking would be a little too good at this level. I think she'd probably veto that.
No, don't do strike. You can't do striking now. That's for sure.
You think we could buy a spell card?
Oh, you can do
Ooh,
that too.
Actually, I might want to buy a spell card. What if we dump all our money on spell cards? That'd be awesome.
Here's what's a good level 1 spell to have?
I don't know that.
Dan,
Fetch.
come on, you're Mr. Pathfinder. Tell
Well,
me.
I mean, it's not like the thing with spell cards is that they wouldn't be equal to a spell; they'd be like a spell. Like you're not gonna get like a friend fetch or like a magic missile spell card. You're gonna get something that's unique to your character.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get a tier 1 spell card.
How expensive are they again?
20 GP.
20.
Okay, that's not good. That's not bad.
If we wanted
might
to,
as well.
we could pool together a little bit of money and then get some people some extra special spell cards at tier 2,
Mm-hmm.
which would be 160 GP, but 3rd level equivalent.
I mean, yeah.
I
know-
don't know what the level spells are, so I'm just gonna buy a tier 1 and hope that someone can tell
Third
me
level
what-
is it's basically the same sort of progression as like D&D. This is like that's fireball level basically.
Yeah.
Having fireball at level 1.
Okay.
Something similar to it. But yeah.
I know there's something I wanted. I gotta think.
All right, I'm back.
Hello.
Are we able to buy potency or striking runes?
Yeah, if that is what you want. Because, in Extinction Curse, I believe we invested in the,
I'm gonna give you
the
a
rune.
bit of a heads up. Striking runes are too strong right now to be giving it to people.
Oh, okay.
Potency's somewhat
Yeah,
slow.
they are.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
Give us potency, really.
yeah,
Striking literally doubles your damage.
Oh, okay, yeah, no striking runes. But if you want potency, I will let you have that. No striking.
I think a plus 1 potency rune is
Yeah.
worth it.
Because don't forget, guys, you know what you're going to be getting into really soon, and
Yes.
you will not have access to a shop. So, this is above game stuff. So you know what you're getting into. You know you're not going to have access to a shop for a while. So
Also-
prepare accordingly.
We might want to buy a spell card or 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can get a spell card. So, do I have that here in my
Real quick, what is the wounded condition? Or
Uh,
fatigued condition?
It's a -1 to everything.
Ooh.
A little
And
tuckered out.
Yep, and you can't remove it until you take a rest, a long rest.
Yeah, you have to rest for the day in order to remove it.
Is that fatigued or wounded?
Wounded is different from fatigue. Fatigue is like -1 to everything. Wounded just makes it easier for you to die if you hit 0 hit points.
Yeah, if you hit 0
Oh,
hit
right.
points while you have a wounded stack, then you gain a death or a failed death saving throw.
So basically, if you have wounded 3, you go down, you die.
Yeah.
You can only be brought back to
Yeah.
1 hit point so many times.
Right, yeah. Right, yeah, Mona's had a 1 stack of wounded.
Yep, it's rough. That's why they're strong though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So essentially, what spell cards do, they behave like a spell without you having to have access to spells at all. So if you are not a caster, this is still good. If you are a caster, still good. It's essentially a free spell slot that costs you nothing. But it is in exchange for like a really, really powerful attack or support spell. Yeah, you take the penalty of getting the wounded status. So it is very much like a last resort thing, or like take something really dangerous out before it can take you out. And the good thing about spell cards is that they recharge. So once you spend it, you still have it, but it takes I think the way we put it was it takes the same number of days as the level of the spell card to recharge. So if you get a level
Yes,
1,
like that.
yeah. So if you get a level 1 card, it takes 1 day to recharge. And I think the levels go up to 5. And they have like a spell level equivalent. So I think what were the level 1s equivalent to, like first level spells? Or was it third?
Yeah, tier
Yeah.
1 is first
Yeah.
level, tier 2 is third level, tier 3 is 5th, 4th
Yeah.
is 7th, 5 is 9th.
So is there like a list of these, or like how does it work?
So normally what I do, I customize the spell cards to the person because they're unique to everybody. But essentially functionally what I'm gonna be doing is just reskinning an existing spell. So you can pick from the spell list. So if you want a level 1 spell card, take a look at the first level spells of any school. Doesn't matter if it's primal, divine, or arcane, or I think occult as well. Any spell, I can turn that into a spell card for you, and I can change stuff about it. So mainly damage typing,
Right.
and stuff like that. So if you want
That will
AOE,
equal our elemental affinity.
yeah, it will match your elemental affinity. So like for crew, if you wanted a spell card, the spell cards would do electric damage, even though you can't normally do electric damage yourself. So that would be very, very good for you martial guys.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All first level spells.
So like, to use an example, Horizon Thunder Sphere.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's a very, very powerful AoE for a first level spell. And
Yeah.
you can get that, and the damage type will change. So instead of doing like electric damage, it'll do I forget what I put for shadow, cold and necrotic. So like if Oliver or Kumanos got it, they do one of the 2 damage typings that shadow has. Or for Dr. Aberrant, since his element is ice, he can do cold and piercing. So
Nice,
yeah.
man.
That
Magic weapon spell card.
true.
Oh my god, magic weapon's not a bad choice.
Default.
Yeah.
You have automatic bonus progression enabled on the system settings.
Do I?
Double check that because I check.
Where is it?
Under configure settings, the system settings, it should say automatic bonus progression somewhere.
Automatic bonus progression. Hang on.
I'm debating picking up a magic missile spell card just in case there's like something that like is really low health, but like we just can't hit it.
Yeah.
Or
That
I'm
sounds
trying to configure
good.
the settings.
That's also the first spell I saw, and I don't know like any other Pathfinder spells.
Spend what's it under?
System settings under game settings.
System settings, game settings. So there's variant rules or homebrew elements.
It'd be under variant rules, I believe. Automatic bonus progression.
So I have allow property runes. So what am I doing here?
Oh, I see. Okay, that's why we can't do any runes, because you have that enabled. So basically, we would just get the bonuses automatically on level up when we're supposed to.
Okay, so what should I do for this right now?
If you want us to actually be able to buy runes, then you turn it off. Then otherwise, keep it on.
No, it says allow property runes. Is that good? Yes? No? Yeah, it's on.
Is there like a? Can you send me a picture just to make sure? Because I don't quite remember.
Oh yeah, right. Hang on. One moment.
Quick little snipping tool, a little bitty.
Yeah, well,
A little snip.
How do I add a rune?
Oh, I
Well,
have to configure that first for
There's
you.
something being fixed right now to let us do that. Because yeah.
So while I'm doing this, how are you guys enjoying yourselves so far?
Dude, this is fucking kick-ass. I'm having a great time.
You
We
had
like
to
it.
say Lost Boys within the first 5 minutes.
It wasn't the first 5. It was like maybe half an hour.
The first 5
Half an
minutes
hour.
of us being a party.
Okay, yeah.
You're also,
literally.
I mean,
Yes,
little bit,
Ben
and you're already making me concerned because of a certain NPC we encountered.
Oh, that one, yeah. So if you've kind of watched my stuff before or read any of my stuff, you kind of have a good idea.
Yes, and I didn't think we were gonna encounter one so early.
All right, Spen, I DM'd you what my thing looks, the UI looks like.
So, let's see here.
Because I have the automatic bonus progression active.
So that depends. Do you want players to be able to just automatically get the bonuses for like striking and stuff when they level up, or keep that separate?
How do you mean? I did not. Ooh, I did
It's
not
like-
configure this.
Say that again.
Yeah, because I did not put a lot of thought into how I was gonna do that.
Yeah. So in that case, we won't be buying potency or striking runes because
Alright.
those will just be given to our stuff as we level up.
Okay then.
Yep.
Okay, yeah,
Oh,
yeah. So yeah, I'll do it that way. So like when you level up, it'll be automatically added.
All right, that's
So-
actually pretty okay, I guess.
Yeah. So are you guys okay with that not being able to get like the runes and just have that automatically added?
I mean,
Yeah,
actually,
When you
I mean,
level?
if you think about it, it helps with balancing.
Yeah.
Plus
I'm
Okay,
gonna be.
yeah,
I'm
The
gonna
balance
be.
is for you just in case players get a hand of it.
Yeah. Because
it
like,
also
because I am weighing things a little more heavily in your favor because I'm trying to see what you guys are capable of before I start throwing the more heavy hitting stuff at you because I have not run combat in Pathfinder before. So I'm trying very, very hard to not accidentally kill you. But I'm giving you enough tools to work with where if I accidentally make something too difficult, you're not completely screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
on a total of 4 combats in Pathfinder. I'm definitely unable to die.
Hey, Ben,
What's up?
how do you add things to your inventory? In
You
Boundary.
click the little, so you onto your sheet.
Yep.
Then you click the little hourglass on the brown bars.
Class.
I
Why the
can't
fuck
see
is
the
there a
hourglass.
spell that just lets you cheat at gamble?
It's under the box icon on the top thing that says inventory. That's
Yeah,
the inventory
inventory.
tab.
Yep.
Why
then-
is there a spell that just lets you gamble? But better.
And so there's like, you see how there's like categories like weapon and armor. And
Yep.
stuff. On the very right, you should see an hourglass, which is always open inventory browser, and then you can just look stuff up. See what you got. I would make sure the level is between 0 and 1, though. Because that's our level. Otherwise, you probably won't be able to afford or buy anything.
Let me buy a healer's tools real quick because I also have medicine, and I'd rather just have them than not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you guys are fine. You have like 3 sources of healing. You have Kumanos
Well-
for like the in-battle stuff, and also Crew with the battle medicine. I think DG
Yeah.
also has battle medicine on
Yeah.
Prodder. So you guys
DG
are
is the one with battle medicine. I don't have any in combat
We
healing.
are
Like,
no.
super
Seer,
good.
do you have like searing restoration yet, or you don't get that
That's a
till
level 2 thing.
level 2? Okay, yeah. So you guys are
I'm going to be picking it up, but right
Yeah.
now I don't.
no. You guys are gonna be fine. You have like literally like 3 sources of healing. The only thing I'm concerned about is your front line.
I'm gonna get a climbing kit.
Like, actually, I
Oh,
don't see the hourglass.
Another thing,
Oh,
light
That's all
sources,
magnified.
guys. Do you have anything in the way of light sources? I'm just reminding you of that
I
now.
have torches.
We have
I bought-
torches.
I bought the adventurers pack. I do have
I have-
torches.
I have
Dark-
torch.
I have dark vision.
And I
Yeah.
have torches.
And yeah, I also have a dim vision, but yeah, I have torches.
Okay, good. As long as you guys have stuff like light sources, also food, I would highly recommend checking your rations.
Oh yeah, I should buy some rations.
Because
I have like
I
I
am warning
have
you
one of those.
now. If you guys run out of supplies in the future where you're going, stuff may
As a
happen.
heads up, rations come in a week long. It's
Yeah,
SP,
I don't
which is
think
a really good deal.
Yeah, I don't think you guys are gonna be stuck there for like more than a week, maybe, unless
Okay,
like
yeah,
you
the
guys are-
No, we're
adventurers
stuck there for a
pack
month.
The adventurers pack comes with 2 weeks, so cruise
Yeah,
pack
you guys are probably
Just
fine.
a couple notes, a couple papers, but it's mostly just like one of those Costco-sized things of cup noodles.
But yeah,
Then I'll
consider
get some water skins.
consider where you're going and what you might need. Like think of it like you're going cave exploring or something out in the desert. What would you bring? So
Hey, Span, could you screenshot me where the hourglass is? I literally can't see it, even where you pointed.
Yep. 1 second. Okay.
Might as well pick up just a basic crafter's book to have it, even if I'm not gonna be using it.
I'll put it in. What do you call it?
Camping, no, Mike.
Camping no mic. Yep.
Okay, yeah. I heard you say hourglass. Didn't hear you say magnifying glass, but I thought I heard other thing. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, so Spen, I don't have to change anything on my end, right, with the variant rules.
Nope.
Yeah, okay, we're
'cause
good.
You wanted ABP, which is good.
Okay.
And by keeping property runes on, that means we can still buy stuff like flaming and cool things.
Okay. All right. Anyway, you guys may continue whatever you're doing.
Pretty sure I have one. Fuck, I gave it to myself after I did the changes to my character. Okay, I'm gonna have to
How about a climbing kit,
have to add that.
some rations, and a water skin?
I'm going to purchase a healer's tools expanded. Actually, I'll just type them down. There we go.
So if I buy a spell card, do I just add it as a spell?
I think you just keep track of it for now in your head. Or
But yeah,
on, like,
just
paper
keep
somewhere.
keep track of it for now until I figure out
Yeah.
how to add it mechanically because I did not count on okay, let me put it this way. Full disclosure, I had
Yeah.
initially planned on letting you guys have the 150 half payment up front from the beginning. But I withheld it thinking that it'll be fine. and then you had to go and ask him like, oh, well, I guess I'm doing this now. So,
That's fine. We're doing good. Also, by the way, guys, if you want to buy something,
Yeah.
okay, so go to your character sheet real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. You see how on the message in chat I put has that little hourglass?
I mean, it's called a magnifying glass, Ben.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing, I'm pretty sure.
That's what
Hourglass is
confused
the
me.
time shit. Okay, no, the magnifying glass. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
they are
confused me with the
very
wording there,
different.
Sven.
So click that on whatever, and now you should see a little thing pop up.
That's neat.
Okay, so now what you're gonna do here is probably want to take all the things under inventory types, or just depending on what you want to do, except for kit and treasure. Although kit is fine usually. And then you're gonna click on the thing that says levels and make sure the 30 is replaced with 1, and then press enter, and that'll sift it all out. And then you can search stuff within those parameters. Then if you want to
you
buy
can only
something,
buy stuff that's level 1
yeah.
or lower.
And then if you want to,
Okay.
put some of this stuff into your inventory, you literally just drag it in. And then if you want to then keep track of the money you're spending, and then go up to the coins bit, which should be at the top of the inventory screen. Click the minus, which just says remove coins, and then click the button that says remove value in that specific type, and put in the numbers where they're, where they should be.
Actually, I think if you're in that compendium browser and you go to the far right where you see like the little coins, if you just click that, it'll automatically like,
Oh
remove
shit!
the
Yeah,
fund.
you can just click the coins and they'll buy it. Good fucking eye. All right. Yeah.
You know what I love about having a Pathfinder DM as a player? Takes a lot of the load off of answering questions.
Yeah, it's
He
fun.
knows it better than I do. He knows the system better than I do.
Yeah, just
So,
click. So once you got everything sifted, you can search stuff up, and then you can press the coin buttons to automatically buy it.
So I would not be able to buy a superb repair kit then.
What's the superb repair kit do?
Repair kit, but +1 bonus to stuff using the repair.
Oh yeah, you're fine. If you want to get the superb one, go for it.
Alright.
You're
But
fine.
generally,
that's
you just
if
want
it's
to
a
keep it to your level, but obviously DM intervention can say whatever.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It's a level 3 item, which is why I asked.
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
buy
no,
one
you're
roll.
if it's just like a +1 to like repair related stuff, you're honestly fine. I'll allow it, you know what, for now. If it ends up being a little too much, I might restrict it, but
It is just the +1. If I don't know if that +1 could be a lot, but it is in fact
well,
just
the thing
to
the thing about
repair items.
Pathfinder is that a +1 actually can do kind of a lot, because a +1 to anything is like an additional, +1 to crit success, which can do like a bunch of other things.
Yeah.
But I think for like your repair stuff, it doesn't, like, crit successes don't really do much.
Yeah, I could also get Heroes Tools Expanded, which can be a +1 to everything else too.
Like, you know what? Like, if you guys want to get that stuff, feel free. It just means I can throw a lot more at you. Yeah.
Also, do you allow us to buy uncommon items? Because I want to buy a grappling gun.
You know?
Grappling gun.
Yeah, I mean, that should be fine.
Yeah, you're fine.
Sweet.
You're fine.
It is
There's,
level 0, but
It's
yeah.
in common so that the DM can like say no, you can't. Or,
Yeah.
No, you can't.
If you want a grappling gun, yeah, go for it. Take it.
That is in fact why
Oh,
I
shit.
asked, because it was
Yeah.
So I'm gonna buy some blast boots.
Why?
Okay, no, that I draw the line there. So no blast
Okay,
boots.
that's fine.
So can I buy a... Oh, I know, that's a wheelchair, never mind. I thought it was just a regular ass stool. I wanted to buy the item known as basic chair. But no, it's
Okay.
It's a wheelchair. I wanted to have crew just have a regular ass chair on him.
I'm in a wheelchair.
No, not a
Oh my
wheelchair.
God.
Just like one of those plastic stools.
So
the ones-
you want to give your little murder robot ball of death a wheelchair?
Oh,
Or,
I'm not
or
going
did you want to
to.
turn him into a wheelchair? I'm confused.
No. At the end of the day, I was gonna ask if I could buy that as a joke, but no. Also
They'll never
made-
catch me after I
made
switch
it
into
content.
maximum overdrive.
Oh my god.
I
Also,
mean,
by the way,
what?
crew, you might want to buy a basic formula book, which will allow you to make
I
any
think
item that
I
has
think you
level
got
0.
that. Yeah.
I don't
Basic
have that, but that is
formula
one of the
book.
things on my buying list. that is in fact the first thing on that list.
Nice.
Can we get a bomb launcher?
You know what? I'm gonna get the course expanded. Doesn't seem like much.
Bomb launcher? I am.
Bomb launcher. Hey, guess what? You guys still buy potions. So
Actually, hang on, one thing. So I think in regards to the bomb launcher, only one of you would be certified in explosives, and that is Crew. So I did write this into my my errant stuff, but anything regarding explosives, you need a special license for, and Crew would be
Should I
the
buy
only one who
some-
has one.
I'm thinking about buying some cheap booze.
Excellent.
Booze, just get drunk in the mines.
There's some absinthe.
Just make sure that there are no minors around.
Oh
Get
my
it?
god.
Oh my
Get
god.
it?
Oh my
Anyway, I wanna
god.
buy an
I'm gonna
expendable
punch you in the
pincer, too.
mouth one day if I ever meet you. It's not gonna go down well, bud.
He said
Yeah.
a basic crafter's book, or was it something else?
Yeah, basic formula book.
Basic formula book.
Wait, is it? Wait, do you mean the basic crafters book or the formula book? Because those are two different things.
Crafters, I think, yeah, crafters. Right. That's the one that gives you everything.
Yeah, formula book is just where it's stored.
How much alcohol do y'all want?
Oh my god.
You get
I'm just gonna get a
alcohol,
box.
baby.
Box of wine.
Alcohol comes at 1 CP per ditty, so
Oh god, you're gonna have like an entire crate and you're just dragging it
Like
around.
10.
Yeah,
we-
why
we
not
can't-
just throw a kegger out in the desert? Do
Yeah, we can't have explosives, so we just make molotovs.
Okay, you know what?
Don't say
And
If
then
you
sure,
figured out a way around that, you know what? I'll let you do it. Also,
Alright.
one thing I forgot, give yourselves all a hero point, because I forgot to do that after your character introductions.
What if
Uh,
I already have a
For it, you
I'm
get
gonna buy-
2.
I'm gonna buy 10 alcohol for the night.
Oh no, I have all my hero points. I better use them. Oh wait, I forgot.
You have 4.
Yeah, you get 4. Yeah, you're gonna have to keep track of that on your own because I can't give you 4 hero points without giving everybody 4 hero point slots. So yeah, keep track of that.
I'm basically just going to, if I have 3 and use a hero point, I'm just going to not click on it.
Yeah, you're fine in that respect. And yeah, don't forget for you for it because of your gift. I'm actually not telling any of you what your gifts are for unless you reveal them or use
I do
them.
remember what my gift does.
Yeah.
And no one's spent.
already used
Yeah.
mine.
So yeah, you all have like your gifts I think under your actions because that was set up yesterday.
I don't have a gift because I don't need it. I'm built like that.
Yeah.
No, you definitely have one.
Action if it's an
Oh,
active
no.
one, and under feats if it's the feats for the passive part.
Yeah. So yeah, all of your gifts are should be registered under like your I think features and stuff. And if they have an
Features,
active
and then yeah, then
Yeah.
if they're an action, they're under the regular actions.
yeah. So I won't tell I won't reveal what all your gifts are until you actually make use of them because again in universe they're not a thing that's really recorded anywhere, so people only know you have a gift if you're like making a show of it or actively using it or you tell somebody. So
Over bought a crate of cheap wine, just so you know.
oh, God.
Yo, let's go.
Do I buy
Oh
a
shit.
pickaxe?
Should one of us have a 10-foot pole?
I have one.
Ah, nice. I'm probably gonna. I think I'm gonna buy a spyglass.
Bygones.
Maybe a water purifier too.
Oh,
Make sure you have 10 GP minimum after the fact.
yeah.
And
Oh
also
my
make sure. Yeah. Also make sure. So when you're dragging your stuff, or when you get your stuff into your inventory, you'll notice that you have a weight limit at the bottom. which is automatically
Yes.
calculated for you. Make sure it is not above encumbered, or else you're going to take a -1 to all your deck stuff, including AC, which is
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
So put stuff in your backpack if you can.
Yep. Drag your stuff that you don't need to actively like have on you in fights, like potions, into your backpack. Stuff that isn't in your backpack can be retrieved easily. Stuff that is in your backpack takes, I believe,
Or actions.
Yeah, an action or so.
Oh, so
It takes an action to pull it out, and then an action to pull out the thing from the backpack, and then to put it back on.
I think the exception is like your weapons, because I think
Yeah.
you all have weapon jewels, so drawing
Please do.
those costs nothing. I think should not.
Yep.
Yeah. So you guys are fine.
They're fine.
So I think your primary weapon at the very least shouldn't count against your weight limit either.
right.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that I should invest in a water purifier?
You may need it.
I love how like prepared you guys are trying to be.
I
Yeah,
feel
I
like
think
a
it's a
water
good idea.
purifier would be very needed if we're going into mines.
Yeah,
I
you're
don't
going
know
into a
about
cave.
you, but I don't want water tuberculosis.
That's
I mean, I
cholera.
don't know about you.
I think we're worried about more stuff than that.
Yeah, probably so.
Hey guys, should I buy armor latches just in case we run into heat metal?
Yeah.
Armor what?
Heat
Latches
latches.
just is to quick remove the armor.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. Maybe.
Maybe okay.
Well,
Alright.
Like
maybe
you've
it's gonna be
given me
drowning
some.
and you need to
You've
get out of
given.
it.
Oh yeah, drowning too. Yeah, possibly. But yeah, you've given me some very interesting ideas that I never considered before. So I have more
No.
stuff to murder you with.
All right.
Oh no, we're gonna
potion
get so
success.
stabby stabby.
Actually, funny thing, because you guys have bought so much stuff, I am probably going to have to possibly rebalance an encounter or two because I didn't count on this. But it's fine. You're fine.
Alright, I am done
Are,
buying stuff.
are you guys? Yeah, let me know when you guys are good to go. With like all your
I'm
equipment.
gonna go refill my water,
What
go to
about-
the bathroom, and then I'll be ready to go on the Sky Coach. Yeah.
What about keeping track of spell cards in inventory?
So spell cards. For now, you're gonna have to keep track of them yourselves. Until I figure out how to work that into Foundry. But again, I'm assuming you guys, some of you only have one each.
I'm gonna have a magic weapon spell card.
Okay, yeah. So
I think I will get that magic missile spell card.
yeah. So So
Horizon
in,
Thunder Spear.
yeah, in No Mike, just let me know what spell card you're picking up and what spell template you want me to use, and then I'll adjust it for you. And then I'll figure out something after the session. Because that stuff I didn't actually think to add because I wasn't expecting you to have access to them this early. But yeah.
Is it alright if I put it in the spell list and then put it in the chat too?
Yeah, that's fine. Like, you can add it to your spell lists, and it's fine. Because when I'm putting it in Foundry, I'll probably run into it later, and then I'll just adjust everything. Oh, lovely! 3 of you got spell cards.
Spell card, magic weapon. Okay, putting that in my notes.
Water. Oh wait, no dragon.
Just a heads up, while I quickly intermission from getting water to go into the bathroom.
Yes.
If you wanted to put a spell card into your inventory, if you search up a spell and then drag it into your inventory, I believe it'll make a spell scroll or a wand.
Oh, spend with
And
the
then you
answers
can
to
just-
everything.
Yep, and then you can just give the scroll like infinite charges by
Yeah.
editing it a little bit. Yep, and Bob's your uncle. I'll be right back.
Who the fuck is Bob?
I don't know, Bob.
Go to inventory.
Buy glass. Nah, I don't think I will grab the extendable pincer. It'd be funny, but it's not worth it. Grappling gun is.
Yeah, I think if you just go into the edit after you add in the scroll, you can uncheck auto destroy. Let me see if that works actually.
Details. Yeah, you can uncheck it.
Cool.
Okay, scroll one. That worked. Wow. That worked.
It's all my silver.
All right. We should probably get some potions too, if we're able to.
Potions.
Because you know, potions are handy.
Potions.
And there's a lot of them. There's a lot.
Where are potions under alchemical?
They are under equipment, I believe.
No, they're in the
Back.
consumables.
There, if you go to the equipment tab, I can see them in there.
Back,
I meant
back.
in Path Builder.
Oh, okay. I can get some Fey Leaf if you want some drugs.
Oh my god.
I mean, we're gonna have a party out
Leaf
there.
is
Have a burning
Leaf
man.
is the equivalent of weed. So,
Yeah, I was gonna say, you guys are like packing stuff like you're gonna be throwing a Burning Man out in the desert or something.
I mean, somebody's probably gonna get set on
You
fire.
guys
So
wanna
we're
buy
happy
some?
there.
You wanna buy some crack?
Hey, like, what if I need to put someone under anesthesia?
Oh my god.
Well, we ran into the lady selling the elemental cocaine, so
It's not elemental cocaine!
We're gonna be the death of foe.
Hey, check it out, guys. Cheap wine that has a huge stat block.
oh my god, why is there so
Oh my
much
God.
information?
Oh my god. Oh
This is
yeah,
the
yeah.
power.
Alcohol has stuff attached to it.
Ooh, I can get arsenic.
Wait, what? Oh.
Oh, I can buy poison. Ah.
Yo, can we make some thermite real quick?
Hey DM, can I make thermite with these real world materials?
Oh my god, you wanna make thermite? What? Okay.
Hey, Fo, so we definitely talked about this. We agreed that one of the crew's final projects, like in a previous semester, was creating napalm, right?
What?
No.
Joe.
Oh my
Man, I love
god.
the smell of napalm in the morning.
Are healing potions worth it?
I mean,
Yeah, if you plan on getting hurt, then they're pretty worth it.
Like you
if
can
you're planning on
probably
getting hurt,
you can probably get a few, but you again have 3 sources of healing. Like you have 2 reliable means of out of combat healing in both
Well,
The only
here's-
person
true.
I wouldn't recommend potions for is Kamanos, since he can't heal from them
Yeah.
with his curse.
Yeah.
yeah, but here's the thing: like the people who like don't have healing themselves could have potions.
Yeah, like
think-
Ash and Oliver.
I think I'll be fine.
Yeah, Oliver will probably be fine. Like he's your tank, so he's just there to look pretty and hit things. The rest of you
I'm a
guys
little
do
more
all the
squishy.
work.
Man, I don't know what else to buy. There's
I
so
can
much
get rid
stuff.
of my I can actually get rid of my old repair kit.
Yeah, you can go ahead and like sell it if you want and get some of your gold back.
Yeah, that will be what I do, and I don't think I'll be buying any potions.
Actually, reading over the nature of the curse, if anything, they're more useful for me because once I get to a moderate curse level, other people can't heal me, but potions can.
No,
Maybe they are good.
So they will be especially good for me.
What's a good amount
That's-
of potions to get? 3?
that's
Yeah,
indeed
3 will
pretty
do.
good.
3 or 5. We got the money to spend.
We got a lot of money. If we need stuff, we can have it.
Yeah, I'm being a little bit generous with you guys.
Oliver is
right here.
pretty survival savvy, so he could probably scourge for some stuff in the desert. It might be hard, but he has good
The
survival.
word is scrounge.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Well, on the plus side, if I actually get to the point where I can cast second level spells, I can just gain Create Watered and Create Feud. So, those are options.
True, but that would also take up your only spells those level.
That's fine.
Gonna get some more soap.
I think that is all the items I want. And thank God for backpacks.
How much money
How
do you
about
have?
some
I have a 98 gold, 7 silver.
Jeez.
That's so long old.
I have 132 gold, 8 silver, and 3 copper.
Wow, you guys still have quite a bit left over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
121 gold.
look,
I
stuff
bought-
low level doesn't cost much.
Yeah.
So we
I got
could pull,
a
we could
Odin Sea
we
Crystal, which basically allows me to give magic weapon to myself for 1 attack.
Actually,
Oh,
here-
no, actually, I don't have that much. I have less because I forgot to get rid of the money for a spell card.
Well, here's the thing: we could pull our money together, get 1 higher tier spell card.
We still gotta get on the bus.
Yeah, we still gotta get on the bus though, so stay 10.
Well, you can just rob
Uh,
somebody and get the money to get on the bus.
No.
Not sure.
What was that about robbing somebody?
I'm gonna stick
What?
people up for the bus.
What?
You are
Yeah.
not going to stick people up for the bus.
Oh my god.
Oliver
Hey.
will deck you. He's gonna fucking beat the shit out of you.
How
Do
much
not.
are spell cards again?
Not lawful good, by the way.
Small.
20. Yeah, 20 gold, alright.
Yeah,
Wow,
they're
I-
20, but
I got
Next
your
tier
like
20.
alignment so wrong.
And how do I add a spell card?
well, just go to spell casting tab, like in your like character sheet, and get a spell, and just pull a spell into your inventory and make it a spell scroll.
Oliver definitely is like a lawful neutral, if you ask me.
Also, I'm just sitting here admiring like your animated yaps. They're just so good.
Dude, he's so
They're really
pretty.
good.
I love it. I love it.
DG, can you repeat what I need to do? And yeah, I love the yaps.
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
gonna pull it up
Go
and I'm
your-
gonna watch it while I wait for everybody
Go-
to finish.
I
Go
am
to your
also-
character sheet, go to
I'm good.
spell casting,
Mhm.
click the magnifying glass on like first. Click the magnifying glass on first level spell. Actually, wait, I don't think you have that.
I don't have spells, so I don't have that.
Okay, just click add spell casting entry.
Okay.
Well, you don't have to do all that, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't know if you. I don't think you have to, but this is how I did it. Just add first level spell. Click the open spell browser. Just look at spells and then drag one to your inventory.
Uh,
And then
first
it'll
level
ask you how
spell,
you want it to
magnifying
add it in.
glass, and magic missile. Drag.
Into
Add it.
inventory.
Oh, inventory.
Yeah, into inventory. Level 1, consumable types. Scroll.
Okay, while I'm waiting, I'm gonna check see what you guys picked for your spell cards. So magic missile,
And-
magic weapon, and soothe. Okay.
And there you go. You have a very rudimentary spell card in your inventory.
Charges.
No.
0 out of 0, because there are no charges.
Yeah, if you guys do end up using your spell cards, please let me know you're using them. That way, you know, because it is kind of a big deal.
Mhm.
It fatigues you, yeah.
Yeah. And also let me know when you're making use of your gifts as well. Because, you know, that way I can kind of reveal exactly what all your stuff does. That'll be interesting.
Do
course.
not get rid of auto destroy. Do get rid of auto destroy. Do not auto destroy it.
Are
You
we
know,
good to go?
I don't think I have anything else to get by. Like, I can't think of anything else, literally.
A
I have.
pickaxe.
Ah, man, we should have got a dwarf from the party.
Of course, Nate picks up Horizon Thunder Spear.
Of course. Why wouldn't you,
Yes.
man? That's the best.
It goes good. My character.
Oh man.
Alright, well,
The
here's-
only thing better than that is that I gave clerics of the lightning god Raijin access to Horizon Thunder Spear as well as their spell font.
and automatically upcasts.
And it automatically upcasts. So
I cast.
so I'm both like happy to see somebody picked it up and also somewhat dreading it.
Well, here's the thing: are you gonna like allow them to do the all 6 action thing in one turn, or
I mean, maybe I didn't actually get to see how much it kind of screwed over your party in a abomination vaults.
it almost did?
But
Because it takes 2 turns to fully activate. her
yeah,
active
2
Thunder
whole turns, and I think it's like a massive AOE.
Spear. Yes.
Yeah, but I don't think Nate would do that.
It's definitely a last resort.
Yeah, it's definitely a last resort. So
And plus that's optional. Like you can
It's
target
optional.
single people fit for 1 action,
yeah.
or for 1 spell action. It just depends on how much you want to expend your action economy to wreck people.
All right. So
Okay.
are you guys all good to go now? You got all your equipment bought, picked up
Yes,
everything you
ma'am.
wanted to. All right.
I think I am.
So where the hell are all you guys? You guys are scattered.
I'm
Yeah,
at that
I was-
airport.
I see Prater. I
We're
see
Going to
Ash.
the departures.
I see Kumatos. Oh, there you go. Hey,
Oh shit!
where's Mate?
God,
I'm right here.
I drag over both of them,
Oh,
but
there-
it only moves one.
you have to select both of your tokens at the same time.
Yeah, no. Like I said, I drag over both of them, but it sometimes just moves one.
Yeah, I have that. I have that issue sometimes too. In Extinction Curse, but yeah, no, you're good. I can probably just find your token. Okay, so now that you guys have spent a bit of your advance on some much needed equipment, please tell me you guys saved enough for like the Sky Coach fair.
We were supposed to save money.
Yes, I have 132. I
At
could
least
pay for
at
the
least
entire
10,
party.
yeah.
Yeah.
I have 78. I think I should be able
Yeah,
to
okay,
afford
you
it.
guys are fine.
Oliver will pay out of pocket for everybody.
You're sure?
Our gang.
Alright.
Yep, I'm sure. Minus
Alright,
50
thanks.
GP. Oh,
Thanks. I'll take. Crew will absolutely take you up on that offer.
yeah, I know.
Does Mate have
Oliver's
to buy
nice.
his own? Does Mate have to buy a ticket too, or does Mate come with me?
I don't think he counts.
Mate doesn't count. He technically counts more like baggage than anything else.
Luggage.
He's luggage.
You're an item.
Yeah, he's
Minos
an
would-
item.
Damn, that's fucked up.
Minos would
That is
insist on paying for
messed up.
himself.
Come on, us with what?
Would insist on paying for himself.
Oliver wins this. I'm paying anyway.
Oh no.
The
Are we gonna have to
feedback.
roleplay this
Do
out?
do
Are we gonna
do
have
do
to
I
roleplay
do
this
I
out?
need? Yeah, roleplay it out. Roleplay it out.
We're gonna have to settle this out.
All right, so let me set out the scene for you guys. So
Okay.
yeah,
Settle.
after leaving the mining office, you've essentially determined that in order for you to get to the mines at Smuggler's Ridge, you'll have to take a sky coach to get out west towards the mountains. And while it won't drop you off directly at the mines, it'll get you close enough. Fortunately, the sky coach terminal isn't too busy at this time of day, even if it is lively and bustling with people. If you're lucky, you might just be able to catch one at the airfield before it departs on its route. And as you guys come up to the terminal, to buy your ticket, yeah, Oliver insists on paying for the group, and yeah, you may continue.
Go ahead.
I believe I'll be paying for myself.
No, really, I insist. Please let me do it.
No, and I insist myself. I'll be more than capable of paying for it.
I have more money than I really need. You're fine.
I understand that. If you wish to, I'm sure you can give it to someone else.
Am I gonna have to like leave this to like a roll off or something? Ash is
We can settle an RP. We can settle an
yeah.
RP.
Meanwhile, Ash is just kind of like on his phone checking Whippoorwill, checking his whoops.
Crew is posting. Crew is just posting an update on like to his friends on Harmony, and also just like a quick status on Whippoorwill.
He adds everybody saying, "Hey, I'm gonna go do this job."
Very important question, Nate. Does Ash follow Crew on Whippoorwill?
I don't believe so. No. It'll probably come up in his feed anyway.
Yeah, we all know how the companies are. They hear that we're talking to each other, so yeah, all of our tweets all of our whoops are gonna show up.
I mean, yeah, you guys are all errands. You run in a lot of the same circles, so a lot of your social media posts you will see.
Back to
Yeah,
Colonial
back to
RGB
these
battles.
gentlemen.
If you so much as insist on doing it, you're more than free to, but I am perfectly fine with doing it.
And while I do appreciate the offer, I will be handling it myself.
And well, so be it. And he'll take back the 10 GP.
Yeah, so the rest of you, like, while Oliver and Humanos are kind of very, very politely and calmly,
What is
I
this,
guess
Canada?
arguing about who gets to pay who's fare. The rest of you are just kind of like, standing in the background watching this. Ash is checking his phone, and Crew is whooping and taking photos. Usual influencer stuff.
Commandos just wonders why we're all leaving through arrival.
Why are you even my rivals?
It never happened.
Lamau.
It's
Never
so
happened.
very clearly marked. And meanwhile, Ash is just like storming the airfield.
Yeah, we're
Alright.
storming.
Security risk.
And I
Come on,
guess,
Ash, 1v1 a
I guess we
plane,
set off.
do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
do we have flying music?
I do actually. So uno momento. Let me see if I get this right. It's been like an hour since I had to change music. So let's see if I messed this up.
I'm curious to see your flying music.
It's very, very Western.
Remember to turn repeat off.
Yes, I will do that.
Yes, of course. Look at me, I'm British. Constantine.
Oh, you what, mate?
I don't know why the fuck I just did that. God, that was like the stupidest shit I've done all day. Alright.
Crikey.
Oiki.
What the heck was that?
Alright, so, your party climbs aboard the Sky Coach along with a bunch of other people. Most of them errands heading out to their own contracts. It's about noon. Yeah, but there are a few normal folks around too. Once all of the
Crew's
passengers
recording review.
Once all of the passengers have boarded, the ramps retract. You can feel and hear the rumble of the engines. The entire coach groans and shudders beneath its own weight as it hovers above the ground, and soon begins to drift out of the terminal.
Good fucking timing.
The ship rises higher and higher into the air until it reaches proper cruising altitude. And then with a brief surge of speed, the Sky Coach is on its way westward, deeper into the Sunshell Valley. It'll be a bit before you reach your destination, and you're free to move about the ship as you please. And I will change
Remember
over
to
the map.
activate the scene. Yep.
Yep.
You got it. You're doing great.
Yeah,
Yay!
there we go. Move you guys over.
Sky Coach. Oh my goodness, it's
Oh
actual.
my god.
It's an actual
Oh.
airship.
So yeah, you guys are free to move about. So yeah, once you guys achieve proper cruising altitude, the pilot gives the usual airline speech. You know what the weather is, wind speed, where the emergency exits are. But being a flying ship, that's pretty much anywhere you can jump over the railing if you needed to.
In case of emergency, throw yourself bodily off of the craft. Thank you.
But yeah, you
In
know.
case, in case of a water landing, the airship also does not double as a water ship.
So yeah, it'll be a bit before you reach your destination. It's about an hour or hour and a half before your stop comes along. So you are free to move around.
Okay.
Quite the eccentric people here.
Hang on one second, I forgot to stick it on a repeat. 1 second.
Very fancy here.
Let me fix the music box.
Crew's just kind of looking over the edge. Wait, wings kind of flapping and wings flapping to like act as a counterbalance.
I thought the wings don't actually work.
They don't work for flight, but they do in fact do something like like it's the vestigial wings, vestigial wings. And
Vestigial.
it lets me, like, if I'm falling, like, I take off the first 10 feet, and if I'm balancing, they help me balance.
You can glide a little bit.
So yeah, I'm basically using them to help me balance.
So you're telling me you can't fly, but you can fall with style.
I can slow my fall, that is just what it is.
Oh, style.
I'm
No,
falling
It would
in
not
style.
be.
Give me
It
1
would
second.
not
I need
be
to
stylish. It
reload
would
this
be
map
zero style.
because it is not loading for me. 1 moment.
Uh-oh.
It would be quite stylist. Quite
Oliver
stylist.
will sit on the steps of the stairs down and let the wind run through his hair. 'Cause it's long and it's there.
Oh, the
Crew
luscious locks
jumps-
flowing in the
Cruz
breeze.
jumps back a
Oh,
bit
the
after
breeze.
like some of Oliver's hair brushes against his knee.
I also want to point out that it is high noon.
Oh my god, it is high noon.
It's high
Holy shit.
noon.
Oh my god, it's high noon.
Oh jeez, did I? Okay, I'm gonna have to exit out and come back in because I am logged in. I'm not logged in as the DM right now.
Oh no.
1 second. I don't know what I did.
Well, I mean, Founder's open still, so it should be fine.
Anarchy.
Yeah, please don't hijack the airship while I'm reloading.
Everybody hijack the airship.
Mutiny! Mutiny!
We taking over?
Suddenly, it's a pirate campaign.
That's
Oh
terrorism.
yeah. Actually, funny thing you should mention that because Wild Blue Yonder, which is one of the other campaign choices, would actually kind of deal a lot more with skyship piracy.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, well, if we chose it.
Do what you want because a pirate is free.
Oh my god, why is this not loading now? I have a gray screen. On
I'm
on
a
my
bit.
on my DM view. On the other view, it's not. It's fine.
It'll just be a hot second alone. You'll be fine.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
probably
I think it's just the map. The map is kind of big.
just resource drain.
Yeah. Oh, I'm fine. Anyway,
Happy
you guys,
hiking trip.
you guys may do whatever you like. Anyway, so Sven, you said that Oliver is just kind of like sitting. Where is he?
Yeah, right here.
Where are you? I can't see you.
Right here.
Oh, he's right over there. Here.
Yep.
He's
Okay.
next to the sword guy. Wow.
Let me see if my DM views come back. No, not yet. Yeah, you guys
How
can just...
tall is a crew?
Like 5'4".
Let's go, baby. The big cannon.
Let's
Holy
go.
shit. Let's go.
So we got 2 short people then.
Oh, Ash is short.
He's 5'6".
Not bad.
I'm
Sorry, that was
5'8".
mean.
I'm 5'9".
I'm 6 foot.
Oh man. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Who's a short king?
I'm waiting for this. Yeah, Sunshell map loads fine for me. It's the Sky Coach that doesn't.
Fine.
I mean, your spectator view loaded in just fine.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
spectator view loaded in fine. It's like my DM stuff that didn't.
That's weird.
Something that might
Whatever.
help, especially if you're going to be spending time on like another map, you can just like preload the one you're going to be moving to. That usually helps a little bit with it.
You can right click on the navigation and it should say preload.
Just like do that in advance.
Yeah.
I mean, it's retroactive at this point, but future.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, yeah. I'll just let you guys continue RPing. Anyway, so Oliver, you're just kind of vibing by the rail over here. Yeah.
Yep. Actually, Oliver's gonna get up.
Yeah.
He's got somebody to speak to.
Oh yeah.
Yep, he's gonna walk over here, and he's going to head towards Ash. And sort of grab him by the shoulder and say, "Hey, can I talk to you for a minute?"
What's this about?
Tell me, can you keep a secret?
Sure.
Remember that lady back there, in the industrial park?
The one with the funny hat?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about it?
First, tell me this. You know what a suit is?
Something
So-
fancy that you wear?
So, Ash, you actually would know what a suit is, like what Oliver is implying.
Yes.
Yeah, the kind.
Oh, the other kind.
Yeah.
The evil kind.
Yeah. How familiar are you with them?
Fairly.
I think that lady in particular, she was a suit herself. You could see it in her outfit. Demeanor.
Well, it's good that we didn't get involved with her.
I am afraid we did. So, when one thing comes to another, maybe what's about you. But for now, this seems to be an empty ship. For the most part, some few people, so take it easy.
Well, that's something to be paranoid about now.
Damn straight. Walk over here and sort of just lean over the railing.
Mhm.
So, Ash, if you would like, you may use a recall knowledge, to kind of get a little more information about what Oliver was talking about, or see what you know.
Recall knowledge.
Yeah. So
And
that one. Oh, I can't look at anything in this view. So that would be society.
society.
Yeah, basically do a society check.
Yeah, it would be a
Is it
society check.
Society.
The funny thing is, if DG's character was doing this check, he'd actually have a much lower DC on it. Because he has underworld lore. Alright, 16. So, with that roll, you know that the suits are essentially, they're Mystgarde's equivalent to the mob, or the mafia. They're an underground criminal organization, and a lot of their field agents are kind of themed around cards. And generally, it's been public knowledge for a couple of years now that the suits were a criminal organization under the employ of Genesis Corp, or GenCorp for short, which was a fairly big and well-known, well-to-do magic technology company that up until about, how long was it, 7 years ago, all of their criminal involvements and all of their unethical experiments and illegal dealings were exposed quite suddenly. And Yeah, all of their assets were frozen. All of their what's the word for it? I'm having a brain fart here. All of their known facilities were raided, and a lot of the suits who didn't escape were hunted down and arrested or killed. And the ones that did manage to escape went into hiding. And it's kind of the biggest open secret there is, but people kind of assume that the suits never really completely went inactive. They just kind of went a little further underground. And if Oliver is correct, that lady that you met is one of them. But you're not sure how high up in the food chain she is in that organization. So yeah, that is what you know about the suits.
Just perfect.
Yep.
Yes.
Pretty much,
Yep,
if there's
and-
anything illegal in the world that's been going on, they have their hand in it. And they have agents everywhere.
They are also very dangerous.
Very dangerous. Yep.
I'm gonna peer at these people over here now that we're cautious.
Which people?
With the wild, wacky Western music in the background.
Yeah.
Oh my god, my DM view is still cocked. So
Oh no.
anyway,
Uh,
I'll just let you guys do like the RP stuff. All right.
Alright, Crew is actually going. Well, first, this is the way that Crew is going to be recording for any future vlog that he's going to be doing, because I'm assuming the airship is like this, like this is an open outside. Right?
Well, how do I put this? It does have like part of the deck is covered, so like so like the central
There's like
portion.
a mast here. and
Yeah,
stuff.
there'd be like a mast here, but like it'll be kind of like covered and shaded. It's like being on like an actual boat or a catamaran or something like that. So you do have like shade and covered bits, but it's largely open.
Alright, yeah. If that's the case, then yeah, Crew is going to do what he normally does to record stuff in these kinds of conditions. He pulls out like a USB Type C cable, plugs one end into his phone, the other into Mate, and just holds Mate up like Lion King style, and just uses him to
God.
record the scenery.
It's like recording stuff with an iPad, but with like a giant murder ball.
Crew has to be jacked.
Yeah. Hey, Crew, how much would you say that Mate weighs?
I mean, he's small. I
It's
would
still also
say
very
that-
heavy and dense. You,
I'll say like, hmm.
I'll say that he's heavy enough that it kind of gives your arms a little bit of a workout holding him like that for long
Yeah.
periods of time.
Yeah,
You
like-
are going to be stiff for a couple of hours later.
Yeah,
That'll be fun.
Notably, when
yeah,
Commandos.
after a
Oops,
couple,
sorry.
like,
Continue.
just after like a minute or two recording the scenery, putting Mate down and like just kind of like jiggling his arms, Mate's just going to once again look like he just remembered something and run up to the first person in the party that he sees, which would probably be Oliver.
Notably, Kaminos, while that was happening and he was moving around and recording the vlog, Kaminos particularly tries to move out of any shot that seems to be like it would be catching him in it.
Oliver like actively being like pointed at?
No, Crew just like walks up to hey, Oliver.
Huh?
I just realized we probably need to link our earpieces. You have one, right?
Oh yeah, alright. We can do that.
Oh, I'm glad you guys caught that.
He will tap his earpiece and do a little jig on his phone to do that.
Crew will do the same.
And probably call
yeah,
everybody
Crew-
else over here so we can get that taken care of.
I was just about to do that.
Alright. Move out of the way.
And yeah, that's what Crew's.
Oliver
gonna
will
be
go over
doing.
here. Ooh, give Nate sorry, Ash a resolute nod. Keep on walking.
Second.
Excuse me, come on, us.
Manus will look over to. Yes.
Oh,
Is there something that you need?
we're linking earpieces right now. You mind going over and doing that real
Ah.
quick?
Yes, by all means.
Just remember
Gang's
that.
getting connected.
Yep, we're
Yep.
connecting.
All right.
The internet.
After the ear piercers are connected, though. So, do any of you have a harmony, a whippoorwill, fuck, what's the YouTube equivalent? I forgot.
Viewport.
Yeah, a viewport, anything like that?
Oh god.
No.
No.
I don't know any of that nonsense.
Yeah,
I have
you
one.
hear crew. You hear like a really long chorus of no's, and they just kind of
I
like
have a
stare at you
whippoorwill.
flatly.
I don't use it much though.
What was that, Spen?
I have a whippoorwill. I don't use it much.
Crew thinks, any numbers are better than none. What is it?
Why do you ask?
Crew just shows that he's opening a whippoorwill. It's just like you know how like Twitter, it takes a second to actually show the feed, so it's just on
Oh.
that for a second before he turns his phone back to him because
Immediately porn.
Oh no.
nah. Crew is smart. He has alt accounts.
Alright.
Yes. Good.
Oh my god, was this really the reason why I couldn't see anything? Oh my god, I am so stupid. Okay.
Everything okay?
Why do you ask? What do you want me to do?
I was just gonna follow you.
I'm fine. I appreciate the gesture though.
Crew just shrugs. Alright. Anyway, at least we got these set up as he
Alright.
taps the earpiece.
I think that should be everything then.
Probably, yeah. With that, who's just one sec, let me look at the things. Yeah. How visible would like the HUD be?
Oh, I think it's sort of like a like a tap and it shows up like a hologram. That's what I
Okay,
imagine.
so it would be
Oh, wait,
something
no,
that,
I
like,
think Foe described it in Era Chronicles that it was like a filter over your eyes.
Yeah, it's kind of
so
fairly
if
discreet.
if someone were to turn one on, okay. So yeah, like, yeah, as Crew's like walking away to like continue looking at the view, he's just going to start like looking around the ship with the magic filter on.
Oh, so
Staring
you
dudes.
so crew, you're essentially kind of doing like a detect magic kind of thing. Okay, so this doesn't need a roll, but as soon as you put the magic filter on, pretty much the entire ship lights up like really bright.
Yeah.
Blue,
Yeah,
almost
Crew
white. Yeah,
immediately
like
turns
it
off.
practically blinds you.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, Crew turns it on, recoils, and immediately turns it off.
yeah. But like the brightest emanations of magical energy would be from these things up here. Which are essentially just kind of, they look like really, really big crystals. And then you also saw like a little bit, coming out from some of like the machinery on deck. Kind of like little tiny smoke particles. But yeah, the entire thing's magical.
Yeah.
I think Oliver's gonna do thermal vision and just give a look around the boat.
The thermal vision, Oliver? Okay.
Mhm.
So, while it's not nearly as intense as the sight that Crew gets, the entire ship is running pretty hot. Like, you can see the engines are bright white, and the rest of the ship deck is varying shades of red and yellow and orange. Partly because of the intense magical energy coming from the engines,
Heat,
but
yeah.
also because Sheridan is really fucking hot. even in autumn, Sheridan is hot.
Long sleeves, by the way, baby. Silk
Oh
cloth.
yeah,
How we roll.
Crew is sweating his ass off in his like fucking lab coat.
Yeah.
we're all not
Everybody
just
here
for this
has
weather.
winter attire on, dude.
Despite being
kind of
hot,
like
I'm not sweating.
Crew after like a couple minutes, Crew takes it off and like wraps it around his waist. But yeah,
Nerd.
So Oliver, roll me a perception check, please.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh yes.
Oh,
Oh
no.
yeah.
oh no.
Okay, let me see here. What did you roll? Oh no.
7. Yeah.
You notice nothing at all. Humenos, on the other hand, considering he's right here, you see and hear everything. So,
Oh,
this group of
Oh,
ladies
fuck.
here, they've been staring. Well, at least the lady in the pink. They've been staring at you guys, your group, for the past couple of minutes. Wandering around, stuff like that. And they're just kind of like huddled up, whispering to themselves and glancing between a couple members of your party.
Gossip girls.
Cole, Humanos, roll a perception check as well. Let's see how much you hear of their conversation.
Oh
That's
no.
not bad. You're standing right there, so it's fine. You hear a fair bit. This is what you hear of their conversation. You can tell they are definitely talking about your group, and you hear little bits and pieces. So one of the ladies kind of like glances over in Oliver's direction. She's kind of like hunched over and hushed whispers. Isn't that the guy we saw last week? And the other one kind of goes, "Oh yeah, the one that was cleaving those monsters in half? Yeah, that one. Crazy, right? He looks way less scary when he's not covered in blood." And then one of the other girls, the one over like in the back here, she's just kind of like staring at Oliver, kind of like not impressed. And he's like, how does he not get hot in that outfit? And yeah, it just goes on and on. The one in pink, she's kind of blushing a little bit and glances away. It's like, oh, what about that hair? It's gorgeous. The one in the middle is like, it's not the only thing that's gorgeous. And then they just keep babbling on and on. And then they notice Humanos kind of staring in their direction. They kind of
He just looks away.
they get put off a little bit and take like a half step away.
Like standing ajar, just like directly staring at.
Yeah, he's like just staring directly at. Yeah, are you staring directly at them, Humanos?
Yes. It
Yeah,
seems like he was oddly aware of them being there, even when he was facing away originally. And then
yeah,
after they started whispering and talking amongst themselves, he just turned around.
yeah. So they move like a half step away and continue
Oh,
gossiping.
no.
But judging by the way they're dressed, they are definitely errants. And they're a team, most likely. And they're heading out for a contract, probably somewhere further out into the plains.
It seemed like he was like a bit more on edge when they seemed to originally been looking at the group and then whispering amongst themselves. After he actually heard the contents of what they were talking about, he seemed like he relaxed a fair bit.
Yeah, no, it's just like gossipy girl talk. Nothing too intense.
I just realized I should probably think about how many subscribers Crew has on his channel.
3.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
No.
Very,
I
very
mean,
little.
I
Yeah,
could
yeah,
roll
very-
to see how many subscribers you got, Crew. You want me to roll for it?
You know what? That is probably the most realistic way of doing it. I
Like,
will
So-
say I
1D1
prefer it to be on the
million
lower
right
side,
now.
because
Take
Crew
the
is
whole
So-
population of town and
absolutely
roll
not
D.
So I will roll. Let's say
1D million, come on.
1D million.
No. Crew is not.
No,
Absolutely
I'll
not in the
roll
millions,
1D
like-
100. Okay, 1D 100.
Yeah. I
Let's do it.
was thinking like the absolute max he would have is a couple hundred.
you have like a grand total of 16 followers across all of your media accounts.
He's got a
They're
100
all
followers.
gained from sub for sub. All of them are sub for sub.
Yeah, like half of them are maybe sub for sub, and then like I think a couple are probably like your old friends from college.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you got a lot of growing to do in that department.
Maybe like only one person is someone that actually watched the video and subscribed.
Oh no.
Anyway, let's see here. Who else is here? Okay. Let's see here. Dr. Barrett, roll me a perception check, please.
I'm rolling a perception check.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot to do it for my seat. Or I actually don't have to, but yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to remember where it is. Okay. Of course. we're all oblivious to everything nowadays.
Yeah, no, you see nothing.
I'm just reading a book right now. Just reading.
Yeah, so you're just vibing.
He's leaning against the pillar reading a book. That's
Yeah.
what he's doing.
Alright. There anybody else you guys would like to interrogate or any other conversations you would like to have?
Well, not a person, but Crew is gonna look at the crystals that he got half a second to look at before going blind.
Alright, so, Crew, you may roll me a recall knowledge check, but you may use your engineering lore. The DC will be a lot lower.
Alright, 1 second, I need to find where proficiencies are again.
It should be under your, I
There it
think,
is.
skills. Yeah.
No, I just had to find where proficiencies was,
Yeah.
like, on the tab. And then let me just real quick, remember what my funky thing is.
Also, for it, Burb is telling me that he rolled a D1 million and got like 809,456. Yeah.
What could have been?
Yeah.
What
that was
could have been.
absolutely- No, like, I went into this thinking that Crew had at most, like, a couple hundred.
16 is funnier.
That is very
It's funnier that you pull
funny,
this
though.
effort and have very few.
Anyway,
Double digits. He'll gain one more.
God
Fucking
damn it.
nerd.
You know what? Fuck it. I
Hero
spent a
point.
hero point. I'm
hero
recalling that.
pointed? Okay, go ahead.
Oh my god.
Right click to get rid of a hero point. Right.
Oh, okay, that's much
There
better.
We go.
So, at this point, I will reveal one of Crew's gifts, which I think I can do. 1 second.
One of them.
Yeah, so I think this is his act. No, wait. So I can reveal both, actually, both aspects of his gift. So, his first one is to. Hey, Sven, how do I like show these off in like the chat?
Items?
Items, yeah.
Well, like,
Yeah, you
I
just
mean,
click
I
it.
can
So
just.
can I just
you can
double click
on
it?
the-
He
Yeah, just
he just
click
clicked the axe himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, there we go. So,
You want me to
and
click the
you,
other
yeah,
one
click
too?
the other one as well. So,
You click the icon.
yeah.
Yeah.
So both of Crew's gift abilities revolve around luck. Crew has generally been very lucky in his life, but only in small spurts. In reflection of his bountiful luck, he can accumulate up to 4 hero points, instead of like the usual 3. And then his active ability is that whenever any dice roll is rolled, he can, as a reaction, spend a hero point to re-roll the result of anything. Doesn't matter if it's his dice roll, one of yours, like an ally's, or an enemy's. But if he re-rolls an enemy's dice roll, it will cost him 2 hero points as normal. So, yeah, so he can be a little bit supportive in that way. So, like, if something bad happens, like you get a crit fail on a roll, he can force a re-roll on it. And you will always use the higher result.
Or the lower results if it's an enemy.
Yeah,
reroll.
if it's an enemy reroll, it will always be the lower result. So think of it kind of like a souped up version of the Lucky Feat from 5e. So yeah.
I technically have one of the few sources of advantage and disadvantage.
Pretty much, yeah.
A lot indeed.
So yeah, crew, as you're kind of like going over the machinery and the the engines and stuff that's kind of visible on deck, your mind kind of blanks for a split second and you completely forget all of your education in your field.
Oh no.
But thanks to a good stroke of luck, you recall everything pretty much instantly. And it's not a big deal. So, yeah, the big crystals serve as a power source. Um, Magic isn't really your forte, but you have some experience with it in terms of like engineering stuff. But crystals,
Engineering
especially,
and magic would go hand in hand.
yeah, yeah. So you have some experience with the magic side of things. But from your education, you know that crystals, especially stuff that large, serve really, really well as power sources, especially cores for electronics and machinery. So instead of using like normal fuel, they will use crystal cores. And the big crystals on the back up here are exactly that, and help to power the entire ship. So yeah, it's pretty, for the most part, clean, safe, reliable, and
And
yeah, and like kind of
clean energy.
kind of extrapolating on kind of the mining job. This is kind of the stuff that you are probably going to be collecting, but in a much smaller scale and smaller size. And yeah, that is that.
Yeah, if anyone looks over, Crew is just like very intently like not actually like really touching it because like that would be illegal most likely, but very intently looking at like the crystals, the machinery, just all that. And what are the different hunts again? Infrared, ultraviolet, and you know what? Yeah, at some point he's just gonna look at the crystals both in infrared and ultraviolet just to like see, never turning on the magical one here.
Probably
Not
a good
again.
idea.
He's still seeing like those sun blots in his vision.
Oh no.
All right. Was there anything else you guys wanted to do, or anybody else you wanted a closer look at?
Is this guy over here looking up over here? Or...
No, he's just there.
Okay.
He's just kind of like chilling on the railing. Roll me a perception check, Humanos. And Ash, you can do that as well if you're paying any attention to what's around. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Ash, you may use your scouting lore, for your perception checks here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. Oh, also, real quick, this guy, I'm going to assume he's just very like,
This guy here?
just like very intently driving. Yeah, the
Yeah,
captain-looking
he's
guy.
the pilot. He's the pilot. So you know, yeah, he's not really paying too much attention to you, so you're kind of free to do whatever you want. But like occasionally he'll glance down in your direction, kind of to see what you're doing and not messing with anything you shouldn't be.
Yeah,
Ooh, good stuff.
I'm going to
Oh.
assume that he would be glancing back like a fair bit more often once he sees the crew is still there, like after each check.
All right, Humanos, you don't really notice anything unusual about this guy. He just kind of seems to be hanging around. But Ash, you notice that he looks a little distinctly uncomfortable, and occasionally he'll steal a glance in Dr. Barrett's direction, and he looks a little conflicted, almost as if he's unsure of whether or not he should approach. But as for what's distressing him, you have no idea.
It's none of my business. Continue watching the sky.
What kind of day is it? How is the sky?
It's a little bit cloudy, but not quite overcast. It's sunny. And there's a nice strong breeze in the air. It is Sheridan after all, and the wind currents are very, very strong. But not strong enough to bowl you over.
Just make sure, or are these like stairs or ramps?
Oh, they'd be like stairs. Like these things, they're stairs.
Eh, mate would definitely be able to like slowly but still be able to walk up them.
Oh,
Because
some
yeah, while
mate's just
doing
rolling
this,
around.
Mate is just going to like be let down because Crew is not risking having Mate jump down. Yeah, and just let him like stroll around.
Hilarious.
Far is this?
Yeah, so as mate's
I look-
kind of rolling around or scurrying
Yeah,
around.
I look over at Mate, and do I notice the guy looking at me?
Oh yeah, you notice like as mate scurries past him, like this way, kind of stumbles a little bit and stumbles towards you, trying to get out of the way, and like almost nearly bumps into you, and for a second, he looks like he might say something. He's a little awkward, kind of startled. Oh my god, for it, what are you doing?
Rolling.
And then
Oh my god. Anyway,
He's rolling.
yeah, this guy, he's a little awkward, not really sure of what to say, and eventually he straightens himself up, and approaches you, and he holds out his hand. I didn't get a chance to thank you for saving my ass last time. I'm not sure if you remember me.
oh,
You
Oh,
can
I
actually
see.
you can roll a
Yeah.
recall knowledge. I think using.
Damn, the doctor
wanna
gets
say-
around.
I want to say either perception or society. Either one.
Which one is higher? Kind of. My perception is higher.
Yeah, roll
think.
perception.
I'll roll perception. That's for 19. Okay.
Okay. Now it actually occurs to you who this person is. You don't know their name. But all you know is that about a week or two ago, you were out on a contract and you stumbled upon this guy, who is somehow stuck by himself in the middle of nowhere and barely clinging to life. And you, being the vulture, swooped in to
Mhm.
save the day. And as soon as he'd recovered, you kind of just left without saying a word, as is your usual modus operandi. And it would seem that this guy would want to thank you for saving his life.
Well, I put my hand to shake it, and it's like, it's just my job. I do it because it's convenient.
Convenient. Well, you're really damn good at it. I probably wouldn't still be standing here if it weren't for you. So, thanks a lot.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's quite a job that requires a lot of running around, and I happen to find a lot of people injured. So yeah, here's another, I guess, happy customer.
At the word customer, he kind of cringes a little bit, and for a brief second, he makes the mistake of staring into your face and into that weird, creepy, soulless mask of yours. And you just kind of, what do you do? Anything? Do you say anything else?
He just looks at me, notices clearly frightened. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not the best at socializing.
Nah, it's okay. It's just kind of a little weird. I just wanted to thank you, and thanks. And
Yeah,
he lets go of your hand and takes a step
Yeah.
back, and
Just be more careful on your jobs.
yeah, we'll do. And just walks away and goes back to staring out over the railing. All right.
Mate's just going to roll up to these two and like look up expectantly, like he wants pats.
Oh no! This woman, we'll see mate kind of standing there, making cute little noises and its cute little face, and she'll like immediately like be infatuated, like, oh, look at this little thing, and then she kind of bends over to pat mate on the head.
Once again, beeps and boops translated into Morse code, into binary, into like fucking cat purrs. Except it's not actually that. It is in fact the letters MREOW.
Yeah, her partner, meanwhile, kind of just pinches the bridge of his nose and sighs, a little exasperated. Ah, great. Now she's gonna want one too.
Oh no. A client for you, Ferret.
Yeah. So this guy stares down at the contrapt, the construct, and looks around a little bit, trying to see if he can find the owner.
I'm going to say at this point, Mate's been gone for like a few minutes, so Crew's just like looking around, like, yeah, looking around for him. Mate? 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 Mate?
Yeah, this girl will kind of see you looking around. It's like, she'll holler and wave over to you. Is this thing yours?
Oh, yes. There you are, mate. With trying to not show as much strain, but still a relatively noticeable amount of strain. Crew's gonna pick him up and put him on his shoulder. Crew
Yeah.
has a beefy ass shoulder.
Yeah, the woman will stare at you and kind of just make an aw noise. It's like, oh, that's so cute. Did you build it
Thanks,
yourself?
Maya. Yeah, I did.
Wow, that's impressive. Can you make more of them? Like, do you make them to sell?
No, mates. 1 second, let me find something metallic to pat. Fuck, I don't have this weird turtle thing there. I don't think my mic picked it up. Pat. Mate here's one of a kind.
Oh, that's a shame. Pretty interesting invention. What else does he do?
Well, I mean, as I'm sure you noticed from his, probably in, fuck, I forgot the word, like, his incessant begging for pets, he is in fact intelligent. His other features are more, considering my job, they're more, battle-oriented. Who's just going to, like, pull out, like, just like one of those styrofoam cup noodles that are his rations, and just kind of, have mate, lightly put it up to one of mate's spider toes, and it just cuts clean through.
Yeah, the woman is like kind of like really energetic, enthusiastic about it. She like smiles brightly and starts like clapping her hands. My, that's impressive. And meanwhile, her partner is just kind of standing off to the side, sighing, knowing that he's probably going to have to try and find her something similar.
There is something else he can do, but it's not really something I can show. It's a bit too dangerous for, he kind of taps like his foot against the wood ground. I do have a video of it. He pats around for his phone and, like, yeah, just starts pulling up one of his, I keep forgetting what the
Viewport.
equivalent is. Yeah, viewport videos of mate, like, exploding.
Oh no.
It's just a viewport short.
Oh god.
Just
A
3 seconds.
A compilation of mate exploding.
It's got the like 2000 era just scene transition fade in.
And,
Yeah, both of their
like, it would
yeah.
be like a couple. It would be a bit more than 3 seconds, because like he would be looking for like the one where, because of how like Inventor works, like after exploding if you pass a DC 17 flat check, then then you can explode like immediately again.
Yeah, you can keep doing it as long as like you keep passing the check.
So yeah, it's just gonna be like a day that crew got like insanely lucky and unlucky because property damage, but also ad revenue from mate exploding like 5
Ad-
times in a row.
Ad
Yeah.
revenue for all 16 of your subscribers.
Yeah,
All 3 cents of it.
both of these errants eyebrows just kind of like shoot up at the sight of the video. The girl seems impressed. The guy's kind of eyeing mate a little worriedly. Like she's digging it. He's kind of worried that
So you're
you're
telling
like
me the
making
thing
bombs.
standing next to me explodes?
Yeah, it explodes like. Yeah, so
Cut.
the guy stares
We
at
were like
Crew, is
really
like, "You make
surprised.
bombs?" And he takes a step back, and he kind of tugs on the girl's arm too, and like tugs her back. He's like, "It's not
Crew
safe
will notice
here."
that and just be like, don't worry, he doesn't explode randomly. Not anymore.
Yeah, the guy doesn't seem convinced like at all, and he grabs his partner's arm and just starts tugging her away. He's like, "Come on."
Oh no.
Yeah, they walk away. But meanwhile, she's kind of like holding her phone. I was like, "What's your username on Viewfinder?" Then she's trying to subscribe to his channel.
Crew is going to yell. I can't think of an actual
That's
username, but
fine.
Crew will in fact yell.
Just tell her, look up this.
Yeah, Crew will in fact say his channel.
Yeah, and yeah, you can see her furiously typing away on her phone as her partner drags her off. And
Oh, no.
yeah, you have thoroughly creeped out and chased off everybody on this boat.
Excellent.
You have a,
This is our party on us now.
Pretty sure you have a bot in your chat.
Oh no.
Happens.
All right, is that all you guys wanted to do for now?
There was
Well,
one thing that Kuminos was planning on doing.
Sure, go for it. Shoot.
No, what were you saying?
Oh no, yeah, no. If there was one more thing you wanted to do, go for it.
Okay, well, I heard somebody else talking. I couldn't quite catch
No,
who it was.
I was just gonna say that Crew will like check his phone to see if he got another subscriber. But yeah,
Yeah,
you do too.
it ticks up by one.
Oh my god.
17.
17.
Marketing. Kuminos, after kind of like peering around the boat and keeping an eye on people to try and just get a gauge of everyone that's been floating around, will turn around and walk over here. You seem on edge.
He will snap out of his disassociation and look back towards what do you call it?
Humanus.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Menos. No, it's nothing.
Perception check.
Alright.
He's not a good liar. Oh. That beats my DC, yep.
Yeah, no, something's up with Oliver, but he's not quite telling you. And he doesn't seem like he's really sure of how to explain it.
Are you quite certain? It doesn't seem to be the case. However, and I can understand if you don't wish to speak on it, but I would be willing to assist you if I am able, depending on what it is that's bothering you.
I appreciate the camaraderie, but I am fine.
That does not seem to be the case, but I will not force the issue.
Well, I am not bleeding in any sort of matter. And as far as I am aware, that is what you are best at.
Trust me, oftentimes the wounds that are beneath the skin are far more dangerous.
I am plenty aware.
Very well.
Oliver, if you'd like, you can do a perception check on him as well.
Okay, alright, I see you.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
No, Humanus seems
No,
fine.
No info. Everything's fine.
He's
That's
fine.
awesome.
Those raspy voice, it's fine.
All happy and dandy.
Yep, everything's fine and dandy. Nothing wrong here.
Nothing wrong. We're stable, like, mental individuals.
All right. All right. If that is all, we shall continue. So, time passes, and the further you get from sunshale, the more rugged landscape becomes. The farm fields soon give way to hilly scrubland and then dusty desert as you coast by the many rusty brown and orange mesas and rock formations that dot the valley. Sky Coach, it makes several scheduled stops, and most of the passengers disembark here and there. For long, you guys are the only ones left on the ship aside from the pilot. And let me get rid of all these tokens because they are no longer needed.
Delete.
Yep.
Delete.
Delete.
We're going pretty far. Wow.
Yeah.
We just
Yeah,
see
you
them
guys
vanish.
you guys are going pretty far, and like all the other passengers have gotten off at various stops. Either to visit another town or to do a contract out in the Sheridan desert. But you guys are still here, and as far as you guys can tell, you are the only ones left on the ship. And with that, the wind picks up suddenly, and the Sky Coach gives a violent lurch. The ship drops in altitude slightly, and over the side, you can see the ground below growing closer. Not a moment later, alarms start flashing and blaring warnings into your ears.
Oh no.
It soon becomes apparent what the problem is, and several creatures have descended upon the ship and look like they're itching for
Oh,
trouble.
shit.
Oh
And
no.
that is
This is
where we will
great.
end the session today, I think,
Oh my
you
god.
guys.
Ah.
Oh my god.
I don't
We
get them
are-
hurt enough.
We are hitting the 4-hour mark.
Yeah. I'd intended for you
That's
guys
fair.
to do combat this session, but you actually get your feet wet a little bit, get to use all your fun abilities. But you guys were role playing so well, I wouldn't stop you.
It's good prerogative
Yeah.
to look at your stuff for next time then.
Yeah.
That was the most enjoyable shit I've done in weeks. Oh my god.
I am glad you guys enjoyed it. I am actually not quite as nervous about running this anymore. So I am glad you guys had
Yay.
fun.
That's
You guys
awesome.
really looked like you were
100
enjoying it.
for subscribers.
Dude, I loved it. It was great.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys had fun, and I'm actually both surprised and extremely happy at a lot of the stuff you guys were picking up on. So yeah, and I'll have to probably rebalance the upcoming encounter, considering I did not count on you guys picking up all that extra gear and stuff. So I might have to make it a tiny bit harder.
That's
We'll
fair.
see. We'll see.
Let
Only
me
a
just
tiny
quickly
bit.
go in and get rid of that.
That's
hero
fine.
point-
I am.
Get rid of that
look,
other hero point I didn't use.
Oliver does not differentiate enemies. Everybody will die the same. That's all I'll say.
All right, yeah. So as much as it pains me to say this, we won't have session again for another 2 weeks. So that'll be the
Ow.
28th of May. But that'll give me enough time to prepare a lot of extra stuff because this is pretty much only as far as I planned out.
Yeah, we are a bi-weekly campaign. I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
it's gonna be bi-weekly largely because I don't think I could cope with weekly with all the stuff I'd have to
Oh my
prepare.
goodness!
That is very
Imagine,
fair.
imagine not like, imagine having like an important life you have to
And
take
I
care
am
of.
running
besides
campaigns
this.
away.
Yeah, and also I still got to do the artist commission stuff.
Yes, you have to do the stuff you're being paid to do.
Yeah.
Speaking of artist commissions, commission from artists known as Phoenicia. Very good art.
Very good art.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, well, we gotta talk about Oliver's redesign.
Yeah, Sven asked me to do the redesign for Oliver because like the character art he has right now is just a
His yap.
recolor. Yeah, well it's just
Okay.
his yap, but also the one that he gave me was like a recolor of
It's
something
still in,
else.
what do you call it? Character art.
Yeah, it's
on
still in the
single
character
level.
art, but yeah, right now all he has is the yap. Sven wanted me to redesign Oliver with a proper Mystgarde appearance. So yeah,
Is
I'll
he gonna
be
look
doing
hotter?
no,
Oh,
mainly
you know,
mainly just changing the outfit a little
same
bit.
level. Same
Yeah,
level.
if you look at everyone in the bottom of the screen, well, actually no, we all kind of stand out.
I get
We
my
got the
casual
color
wear
scheme.
on.
Are we gonna say that Oliver's boring? Or
No, I
tell
was
me
gonna
right
say
now.
that he stands out because he's like incredibly fancy.
Okay.
Yeah, we got purple, we got red, we got blue, we got black, we got green.
Yeah,
It's true.
The
I
Power Rangers.
I think yeah I did art for I designed both DGs and for its characters, like ground up pretty much. I
Burb
made
the entire time.
I
Oh
did
my-
what? Yeah.
No, Burb the entire time has been saying Oliver's a stupid name because it's his name. He's a dork.
Yeah. Anyway,
Dork.
I'm what do you guys think so far? Like,
I fucking love it.
any
I'm happy
I
to
am
questions,
play.
concerns?
I am having a lot of fun. It's partially because of how many like just fucking the YouTuber jokes are hilarious, but like all in all, I am very much having fun with this campaign.
ERP is great. ERP
Yeah,
is great.
this is my first ever time being in a more RP centric campaign, and I like it.
Yeah, I wanted to encourage RP as much as possible, and you guys have actually honestly impressed me with how much you've been getting into it. Like,
Yay!
yeah.
I-
So I have a better idea of how to structure sessions now. I didn't railroad you guys too much, did I, with like the narration and stuff?
No,
Not at
Yeah,
all.
it was alright.
Okay, good.
That's
Like-
perfectly fine.
Yeah.
The track was there and we followed it, but I personally never felt forced to.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I do have like a bit of a breakdown of stuff.
All I'm saying is that if I wanted to go to the Mile High Club, I could go to the
you guys could have broken in there.
Oh my god. But yeah, I'm glad you guys are enjoying stuff, and
Gotta admit though, I made out like a bandit. I get to roleplay 2 characters at the same time.
that's hard to
same
do for some
time.
people.
Yeah, I can't do it. I'm a DM.
It is definitely very hard, but like the mate shenanigans, I'm hoping are gonna be good.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make
You said
100 more
maid.
face expressions, and 100 more gifts of mate. Don't worry.
yeah. DG's been going
Like,
crazy with the maid expressions.
Unironically, at some point, well, actually no, it would be impossible. But like, just something I have planned for mate. If we have him like scout a place out, he will just be spelling out like using his face LEDs letter by letter what he saw.
Okay.
You just
Alrighty.
write them down on a piece of paper.
Yeah, I'm trying to give you guys a bit of a lead in into what we discussed for the campaign. So I'm hoping you guys enjoy the shenanigans while you have them.
While we have them before we go diving into hell.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, the fun place. We're going to the
Simply
fun
be the scariest thing there.
All right, so I'll call the session
Quick
here.
question. I'm gonna guess I can't get an answer for this yet, but I'm gonna ask anyway.
Yeah, go for it.
Anyway, how did Oliver know that that girl was a suit?
uh,
Uh,
I don't know how
Backstory
much.
stuff.
I don't know how much I can say, but it is
It
something.
depends if Spen wants to say
I
it.
think you should just leave it at a nervous laugh.
Yeah,
Just, just for.
it is.
just-
Yeah,
yeah.
it is something that Spen did discuss with me, and I do have plans for all of your characters. Um, which, yeah, if you guys have any ideas or wants for your character arts, please poke me and let me know, and I will work it in as best as I can. But I will not tell you everything, because it's a lot more fun to surprise you.
He
Of
quits.
course.
Yeah.
No surprises.
Yeah, it's interesting if stuff comes up at like actually naturally.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah. So don't worry about not getting your time in the spotlight. I will try my best. And I do have something in mind for all of you. All right.
So far, it feels like the only person who hasn't been in the spotlight is the person who broods in the shadows, which, you know.
Oh,
broods in the
there's
shadow.
there's stuff with Ash which I have to actually
Ah.
poke Nate about at some
Mhm.
point soon. To discuss backstory stuff. But yeah, other than that, yeah, sky's the limit. Whatever you guys want for your characters, I am happy to provide an avenue for you to carry that out.
Now I want feedback. What we thinking of my character?
Oh no.
Is he too boring? Is he cool? I don't know.
I'm-
That's what I'm asking.
I went into this thinking Oliver was gonna be an asshole. The way he looked made me think he would be like that.
You pretentious piece of.
Oh.
Like, actually, I thought he was gonna be like a pretentious dick.
He looks like a
But
nice
no,
guy to me.
I do like Oliver's character. Like, yeah, the like a very like just I'll say standard for now, not boring because he is not boring, but he does seem like the standard polite adventurer. And I'm wondering what we're gonna see for his fucking not barbarian.
Yeah. Well, it seems like there's like a lot of allusions to stuff that's going to be coming up in the future, and I'm also curious as to what like has him so on edge with recent events.
Well, you guys will have to see.
Next
I
time on ReGenesis.
yeah.
I've read enough to know things.
Oh yeah, yep. Yeah. So I'll call the session here, and yeah. I
Imagine
will.
knowing things. The only thing I know is book and gear.
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
Nah, more like
Solid? What?
nah, not Metal Gear. More like brass, copper.
Okay.
I mean, those are
That's
metal.
What metal. That's what metal is. You don't.
It's metal.
What?
No, not anymore. Brass is
Alright.
plastic. Didn't you hear? It's been made
Fuck you,
canon.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
I remove your metal.
Oh,
Or
man.
I remove you.
The one thing that kind of terrified me a little bit was when Cole started out right out of the gate with the Cobra Commander joke. I'm like, oh my god, is this gonna be how it's going to be for the entire campaign? I'm like, no, please no.
I'll get you next time, G.I. Joe.
I mean, it'd still be really hilarious, but yeah, no. That would have thrown me for a huge loop. I'm like, okay, now what do I do? Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, the ultimate player move. Give your DM a whole backstory, and then go with something completely different without
Oh
telling
god.
them.
Joke's on you. It was a ruse.
Oh no.
I really was.
I
Hey guys.
lied.
That's what has to cause suffering.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna go ahead and take off. I got stuff to do, and yeah, if you guys have any other questions, concerns, or things that you'd like in terms of where to take the character, my DMs are always open. You can always poke me about it. Or if you have any like updates or you want more stuff for your backstory, yeah, poke me about that too. All right. So I will see you guys in 2 weeks. Our next session will be on the 28th, same time.
And we're
And
gonna fight things.
yeah, and yeah, you're gonna get your first
I didn't
combat
go to sleep
encounter.
this time, but I got out of bed at 12:45, so hopefully I'll be here sooner.
No worries, no worries. Everything worked out. All right, so I will see you guys next time. Have fun, and yeah, I'm glad you guys enjoyed the session. All right,
Yeah,
bye.
Right.
Bye, stream.
Yeah, bye.
See
Bye.
ya.